Hey, YouTube world, welcome back. It is your favorite couple here, YouTube couple, that is. I am Miss Sabrina Soul, and this is
J-Dub.
Yes, you have to say it because
I have to say.
I have to say it.
I have to say it. I got to keep going. I got to get back in the flow. It's J-Dub, YouTube's #1 commenter. And believe that. I'm not for the streets, but I'm in these YouTube streets. You see me. You see me on a comment, I'm there.
You know why I said that you have to say that?
Why? Which?
Because it was someone on, I think, the other channel, our other channel, which is Sabrina and J-Dub, definitely down in the description box below. Please make sure you subscribe to that channel. That's where we're going to be doing all of our reviews. Love is Blind, Love and Marriage, probably Love and Hip Hop if it ain't canceled, everything, Traders. So head on over there and watch our reviews, and we're going to be doing hot topics. But the reason I said that is someone actually commented like, oh my God, like I didn't even know y'all was you until J-Dub said #1 commenter. And she was like, hey, I remember him. So I was like, that's cool. She really recognized you from that comment. So I was like, oh, he has to say that all the time. #1 commenter.
#1, don't y'all forget it.
Anyway, we are here today. This is the last one of the season, guys. We are going to discuss Ready to Love Detroit. This is season 11, and this is episode 14, which is the very last one. This is part 2 of the reunion. We're going to get into it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to give our opinions, our thoughts. We want you guys to go into the chat, put up your comments, because we put them on the screen and we discuss your comments as well. Please be respectful in the chat. Moderators, I'm gonna need y'all to definitely auntie, definitely moderate the chat, make sure people are cool, no profanity, stuff like that. And please be respectful to each other, and definitely have banter with each other as well. That's what we're all here for. J-Dub actually had his own channel, and his motto actually was
say what you say.
Yes.
And all that means is break down. If you're thinking it, you're feeling it, you're not taking personal shots at someone, but it's your experience, say it.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, it's not personal. This is we like to be free.
This is
we like to be
entertainment.
expressive.
Absolutely.
All of that. At times I say things that people want to say, and it's okay.
Yeah. Facts. But yeah, definitely express yourself. You guys know I've kept it 100 from day one. Okay. And I appreciate you guys being here. Definitely like the video if you haven't already, or you can wait until later on and say, you know what, I really like the video, and then click the thumbs up. If you're new here, shout out to you. Welcome. Thank you for being here with us. And yeah, we're going to get into it. Well, it's only 3 minutes in. I know you usually like to start around what mark?
The 10-minute mark. Give everybody a chance to come on in and
okay.
Settle down, get your snacks, say hello, get comfortable before we get this party started. And we do recognize that this is Super Bowl Sunday, so we thank each and every one of you for joining us.
Yes.
We're not into the football per se, so this is our Super Bowl party.
Absolutely. So we do have some comments in the chat. We're going to go ahead and put them on the screen. We're going to go through them and give everyone a chance to come on in. GC says, can't wait for the party. Yeah, because it's going to be a party. It's a party. It's a party. It's a party. Yeah, because it's going to be fun tonight. Can y'all believe it is the last episode? How do y'all, man, I love Detroit. I ain't even going to hold you. I loved it. I love the people on it. I love the fashion. I love the entertainment. They brought it. I was excited every Friday to come so I could watch it. I'm excited to come and review it. It wasn't like that last season. So yeah, I'm kind of actually sad that it's ending. So I just want to say in the beginning of this, shout out to everyone that was on the Detroit season. I know it was kind of probably hard for you guys because it seems like a lot of you guys wore your heart on your sleeve. You came in with a lot of emotion. You came in with a lot of heart and soul and energy. And yeah, y'all put a lot into it, regardless if it was scripted to you guys, regardless if it was real, regardless if it was for TV, regardless if it was to promote I don't care. It was great. I loved it. That's all I got to say. I love it. To Go to Africa says, happy Sunday, Sabrina and J-Dub in chat. Happy Sunday to Go to Africa. Hey, y'all. I have to step out to get gas, but I'll be right back. Please be safe, Auntie. We'll see you shortly. Diamond says, hi, Sabrina. Hey, Diamond girl. I love your profile picture. You're so pretty. Hey, Abby. Happy Super Bowl Sunday. Not my team's Texans. Hey, Quay. How are you? Thank you for being here, guys. Hi, beautiful couple. Make sure you hit that like button. Danny Owens, as J-Dub would say. Hey.
It's Danny Owens.
Hey, girl. Hey. Letitia says, hey, everyone. Hey, Letitia, thank you so much for being here with us to go to Everest. Hey, beautiful sister Quay. Okay, y'all. Okay, see, that's what I love to see. I love my sisters, my soul sisters talking to each other and complimenting each other and speaking to each other with that positive energy. I love it. Michelle says, hey, guys, so happy to finally catch a live. Long-time listener here. Great to see you guys back on YouTube. You are greatly missed. Yay! Let's get the party started. Yeah, because we were gone for like 2 years. Oh god. Yeah, we're glad. We're happy to be back. For real, for real. Kira says, hello, everyone. Danielle says, hey, Sabrina J-Dub. Hey, sis. Yes. I don't watch the Super Bowl. This is the party. Oh, okay. We don't watch it either. Oh goodness. Auntie Eva says the only part of the Super Bowl I intend to watch is Coco Jones singing the Negro national anthem. It was look, I'm gonna go back and it's gonna be all over social media. I want to see that. I want to see the commercials, all that. Like halftime. I'm sure I'll catch the highlights on Instagram. For real, for real. The Texans are one of my favorite teams. I'm so disappointed. Happy Sunday, Harlem. Woo, 7-minute mark.
The 7-minute mark. You got another comment came in. We're not ready.
We're not ready.
We're not ready.
Hey, D Brown. Hey, sis.
We're gonna let some more people come in and get on in here.
Yes.
And like you're doing a whole introduction. We did the whole intro.
So are y'all sad that it's almost over? Are y'all happy? Are you over this season? I heard that the next season was going to be Chicago. Are you excited about Chicago? If you're watching the replay, put it down below. Are you glad this season is over? And are you ready for Chicago? Do y'all think that Chicago is going to be better than Detroit? I feel like it's going to be giving. I feel like both of them, it's going to be like a neck and neck. I don't know. We're going to see, though.
Have you seen some previews or something?
No, because it's Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Chicago, baby. Not a fan of either team, but I would like to see the Seahawks win. Me too, to go to Africa, but they did good this season. I'm so over this season, D Brown says. I loved it. Mm-hmm. Michelle says Chicago for real.
Chi-town.
Mm-hmm. Chi-town. Absolutely. I don't know. I'm excited. I'm excited.
You're excited. So you want to get started? I know you said you want to get started. You gonna read it?
Bad Bunny.
That's the Bad Bunny? That's the entertainment, halftime entertainment.
Oh,
the Grammy winner.
I have no idea who Bad Bunny. Who is Bad Bunny? What's the song that Bad Bunny sings?
I stopped listening to new music a long time, but he's like a reggaeton artist from Puerto Rico, and he's won like all the Grammys.
Oh, That's crazy because I don't even know who that is.
Yeah, and I think he only speaks Spanish for the most part.
Oh, shoot. Aw. She says, D Brown says, I am only here for you too. Yee! We love you. Certified Chef says, congratulations. Quay says, I'm ready to see the Chicago season. I hope they play it all the way through without breaks like Philly.
Yes, we never need that ever again.
Ever.
No, thank you.
Yes. They actually put a little post out on the own Instagram, and it was Love and Marriage, Huntsville, because I guess it's about to come back in a month. They said, be ready, because in a month it's coming back. And I literally commented and was like, I don't like it when y'all take these breaks, because by the time the show comes back on, I done forgot the people's names. I done forgot, like in real life, I'd be like, is that Marceau or is that, I'd be like, what's his name? I'd be like, oh, I don't who is it? Marceau and who else? Maurice.
They're gonna say we 10 years in. Yeah, you don't know the name.
No, I don't, because I just started watching it last year, like in real life. Tell him, babe.
I'm telling you, yeah, she's just started watching last year. We're trying to get her caught up with everything.
Yeah.
Housewives
I
of
binged
Potomac,
it.
everything.
Yeah.
All that.
I literally just I watched
Married to Medicine,
all
all
of them.
it.
I didn't watch none of that stuff for real. I wasn't like a reality TV person like that, because in real life, like I wanted to I was working, I was making money. So I was working. I had 4 jobs. Hey, JMF. Yes, I'm glad you made the live too. Hey, Blondie. To Go to Africa says Bad Boy is the highest selling recording artist in the world.
You meant Bad Bunny.
Bad Boy. Who did
in
I say Bad
world.
Boy?
They say, yeah.
Wow.
In the world.
I don't even know who that is.
In the world. If you point him out, I wouldn't recognize him, but
yeah,
I know he's a big deal.
Oh, okay.
So.
All right, well, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Okay, Ready to Love. This is the last episode. This is part 2 of the reunion, and you guys know that it left off with Bello and Dominique talking about their situation, and Dominique was really, really upset, and she was, going on talking about his finances and how he was like it's in disarray, and how he had a girlfriend, and he blocked the girlfriend on Dominique's account, and yeah, so it was a lot, and then all of a sudden we got a to be continued. So this is where it is left off, and now we are going to discuss that, and then we'll move forward with everything else. Please make sure you put your comments in the comment section so we can put them in on the screen, and we'll go ahead and get to the comments, of course, after our commentary.
So like my wife said, we pick up where, Dom is just going off on Bello, and it looked a little confused with me, because I knew this was her ancestral connection. This was the home. This is the home she's found. Like she's went back to Africa. Ooh, nah, nah, nah. Like that. Bello is it. Africa. That was Bello for her in 60 days. That was Bello, and now it was all good a week ago or 2 weeks ago or whatever. It's a mess now. And Dom pretty much says her discernment kicked in is when she saw Bello take her phone and block a girl off of her page. Now, I didn't graduate from college, but I don't think that's the definition of discernment. After you see
discernment,
after you see see your boyfriend take your phone, block another woman off of your page. No, that's more like a red flag, a big flaming red flag. And it's just now it's a mess. This is supposed to be America's couple, Africa's couple, everybody's couple. This is just this is the number one couple on Ready to Love ever. But now it's not all good. And pretty much Dom even snuck in it before we got off the last episode to say, Bello got a girlfriend. And apparently that's who Bello's girlfriend was. Allegedly. We don't have a proof. We don't know if it's his new wife. We don't know anything. It's just the fact that Dom is saying it ain't all what it seems. And at this point, it's just a big old mess. It's just a mess. And that's why I thought that's a great picture, Tommy, just looking like, oh my God, what is it's
from that scene.
Yeah, it's like are you kidding me? Are you serious? Look, what are we doing? I thought we was ready to love. Apparently we not. And that's the thing. I just wanted to speak on that for a second. Ready to Love has gotten kind of like so far off the actual premise of what it is, because now it seems like we're ready to start dating after the show. No, like in this is a sped up process, courting, dating, and all that. So when you get to the end and you choose a person, you're supposed to be ready to exclusively be with this person and find out if you can take it to the next level. It's gotten away from that so much.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, what are we doing here? I'm not gonna go to the bridge with you and then we're gonna keep our options open and still date other people. Like, I could have did that without the show.
Right. There you go.
Like, what are we doing?
Yeah. And at this point, you can see the veins. You can see the veins in Dom's neck, where she's just, she ain't took a breath or nothing. She's exposing Bello for everything that he is, pretty much saying like, hey, we ain't have no argument, ain't nothing going on. Just the fact that, with all he got going on with his finances, his situations, he could not be a provider. And Bello was like his mouth almost hit the floor. And at this point, the only thing he said that she was lying about was about the girlfriend. She said his financial life was in disarray. She spoke about his housing. She didn't go into detail, but obviously something is there. Bello did not, I repeat, he did not refute anything she said. He was just like more so in shock. Yeah, he was like that. I was like that too.
He was like, wow.
Is that what we doing? Is that what we doing? Is that what we doing? So, it was just a mess. And I was really surprised. Just the fact that, from Bello's, we spoke about his 5-year plan. And, Bello told us that, at this point, I'm working on a $330 million housing project. And not in a project, but we're speaking of single family homes in Windsor, Canada, each costing 1.6 million Canadian. So the last thing I thought I would hear is that Bello has been falling short. And I was in shock. And speaking, I love this confession booth. It seemed like we got a little bit more meat off the bone on this. What do you think about those confession booths?
Well, I thought the whole thing was just a mess. I thought that they really made each other look bad. I really feel like that, first of all, he said in the confession booth, he was talking to family, he talked to friends, and he just realized that, she just wasn't, because, on top of the fact that, he started to think about everything, like, and then she can't have kids, and then the religion, like, different religion. And I'm just, first of all, I was like, she never said she couldn't have no kids. She just said that, she has issues with like carrying kids. So, and it doesn't mean that she couldn't have carried the child full term. It's just that previously she's had issues with carrying, two of her pregnancies to full term. But that doesn't mean that she couldn't get pregnant and it was a possibility that it could go full term. So for him to be like, she can't have kids, and the daddy, and I already spoke on this, and the daddy, like, we got different religions. Like, you knew that y'all had different religions. Like, that was like episode 7, 8, 9, 10. It doesn't matter. All I know, it was a long time ago, and you was just in her bed 2 days before part 1 of the reunion. So, like, it's just giving, the confession booth was his opportunity to be able to go in there without the noise, without her, without Tommy, without anyone else. Because I'm thinking that the confession booth, because we didn't have that on our season, is where someone can just go in, close the door, and just speak your mind. Because it looked like Lauren went in there a whole bunch during the reunion.
Oh yeah.
So I felt like that he was like, no, I need to clear the air a little bit more. And that's what he went to do, to kind of like state his case. But I just feel like, at the end of the day, he was wrong, she was wrong. And, it's just an unfortunate situation that it ended the way that it ended.
Yeah. I mean, thinking about that pregnancy situation, they could have possibly had a conversation off camera about, I guess, the full detail, because he made that statement like concrete, like she can't have kids. He made that statement. So we didn't see it, but I don't know. Mm-hmm. But the fact is that Bello was pretty much like on, what do you call it? He's trying to repair his image at this point. After that crazy scene went off, he gathered the fellas up and he was like, we need to call an emergency men's lounge meeting. And he brought all the receipts out. He like, listen here, we went out to dinner 2-3 times a week. I paid for 20-30 dinners. Each dinner was probably about $600. And at this point, and I was paying a bill or something, right. And you know what? Like I said, I'm not an interviewer, but I do want to know what type of bill he was paying within 60 days, as well as paying $600 dinners twice or 3 times a week. And I cannot believe that I won't believe that he is taking Dominique and her 3 daughters out 2 and 3 times a week at an average of $600. Because something we didn't touch on, I think it was last episode of part 1, it was a situation where she said Bello was in the bathroom for such a long time, she was considering paying the bill.
Which time?
He was gone so long. It was on the 19th time. I guess he just got tired of paying him. He'd been to 20 How you been to 20 or 30 dinners at $600 in 6 weeks? I don't know. Yeah, it's something. So let's hear some comments before we get on.
Okay. Yeah, because my thought process too is I really dislike it when two people are in a situationship, relationship, or whatever, and then they decide to dissolve it, where it's like now, by that comment that she made, it's like now you want to like talk trash about him because, like you said, it was on the 19th meal, you know, or the 23rd meal, because he said between 20 to 30 meals or whatever. So let's say on the last meal, he took a long time in the bathroom. Maybe he was in the bathroom and he was calling his fiance. Maybe that's what he was doing. And maybe that's not why he was in there trying to figure out how he was going to pay for the meals. But the
maybe
fact
he's getting
that
a cash app.
Maybe so, you know what I mean? But the thing is it's like now it's a problem where, you know, you're like, if he couldn't have paid for it, I could have paid for it. I'm just like, but he paid for like all the other ones. And now it's like a problem. Like, why would you call him out now? So I just think that was just, I don't know. What did she say? What did Nicole say? It was poor character. Was it Nicole?
I'll say Nicole ain't say that because Nicole is poor character.
Who it wasn't Nicole?
That was
Ina. Shannon.
Christina.
Oh, Christina.
Okay. Yeah, that's it's just something that's done what they call mad day, just to keep it short. So when you've been in some type of relationship, when you're mad, now they say, oh yeah, you did this and you didn't do this and you didn't have this, and you know, that's how it would go. It wasn't like that when you had him.
Yeah, exactly. Like I just wish that they would have been, it would have ended a little bit differently, but you know, she was hurt, and you know, hurt people. So MG says the Detroit season was exhausting. My wife Ray, I'm not sure, are y'all having side conversations? Bello said on Little Black Book that Dom blindsided him.
We could tell.
He's not my favorite person. You can easily verify I'm a huge reggae fan. Oh, y'all having side conversation. Jaguar says, hello all. I'm on a panel over actually Ari. Okay. Oh, no worries. We'll see you next time, Jaguar. Have fun over there. JMF says Bello and Dom are both to blame for this sad rendered turnout. Yes, absolutely. It takes two. I said that last episode. It takes two.
Yeah, period. Everybody plays a part in everything.
Absolutely. You know, she was in disarray and upset about how, you know, I should have never, you know, introduced you to my kids. You're absolutely right, Dom. You shouldn't have. You probably shouldn't have done a lot of things. You know what I mean? So like I said, last episode, hopefully moving forward, she'll do things a little bit differently. Like she'll learn from some of the things that, you know, she did this situation. And, you know, Joda says, Bello is a jack! ! Certified says, it's funny how he has revelations after sleeping with her.
Boom.
I've been saying that.
Bingo. Booms. Because the fact is, he hasn't had any information that he didn't know from the beginning.
Exactly.
But no, he did. But he did explain it. It wasn't on Little Black Book. He said, with dealing with Dominique, I was caught in a vacuum. I was insulated and isolated with her and her beauty. That's what he said. And that just the fact that I wanted to just, you know, I focused on her, but from a bird's eye view, I got to see the things that we weren't aligned in, you know. So there you have it.
He knew when they sat down in that little pub where she sat across from him, and they were sitting at that little table, and she was explaining to him literally after all that she told him about her situation, about how, you know, the miscarriages and everything. Literally, he was like, well, I want a son. I mean,
I have to have a son. Well, he said that first, and then she explained the situation. And he seemed like he was okay with it. Same thing. Well, you know, our religious beliefs conflict. No, not at all. I wouldn't ask you to change a thing. I wouldn't. You actually, I'm thinking about converting.
To Go to Africa says, Belo basically served us horrible word salad. He spent most of the time deflecting and never really saying anything of substance. Absolutely. I absolutely agree. Joda says he was in the bathroom asking people to wire him money to pay. Maybe so.
$600 without the tip. And guess what? One of her daughters had 2 desserts, allegedly.
Right. I think whilst all of what Belo is saying sounds accurate on the surface, people can't help but detect that he is in denial of what appears to be his manipulative and or his
look like she might got like you might got another one.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Performative behavior. Additionally, I think the denial of how he was presenting his case is almost like he was fighting to be a victim. That suggested disingenuous. Say the word for me, babe.
Disingenuity.
Yes, and unaccountability. Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Absolutely, 100,000%.
The case was very weak.
Yeah.
Absolutely weak.
Yeah, absolutely. Like if it was me, I would have just been like, you know what? We tried it. We did it. I wasn't feeling it. I moved on. Period.
But Dom said, if he presented a different situation in the narrative, like I got some things going on, I just need to get myself together. She said that'd have been cool. People go through things and we can still rock until you just focus on, getting those houses sold. 1.6 million Canadian now dropped to 999,000 Canadian. Better go to Windsor, get you a deal.
Natural Bell says, J-Dub, your sarcasm is unmatched. Shit, you haven't heard my sarcasm. Calling them America's couple and Africa's couple took me out.
Amen.
JMF says $600 3 times a week.
Right, that's $1,800 a week, $3,600 every 2 weeks, $7,200 every month.
It's no way. And I'm trying to figure out
dinner.
Y'all have only been dating 3 months, Belo. Why are you paying bills? What bills are you paying?
He snuck that in. He said, yeah, a bill. I've been paying some bills here too.
Like, what bills are you paying? Like, why are you spending so much? And for real, step up, men. Be like, I'm not gonna keep going out to eat. And then too, Dawn was like, I love to cook. She said in the comments, I love to cook. I don't go out to eat. She says she goes out to eat for aesthetics. She don't go out like that. So it's why? I don't know. Maybe he was trying to show off to the kids and to her and to I got it or whatever. And and it backfired.
She made a face when he said he paid for 20 or 30 meals at $600. She was trying to be quiet because she kept interrupting him.
Well, he interrupted too at the end. So he was being polite at first, but then he interrupted too. So in his speaking, Brooke says, in his speaking, he spoke so much about what he was doing, but couldn't hear how he did what he was in poor taste. But couldn't hear how he did what he did in poor taste.
Just what he did was in poor taste.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Abby says, Belo was dating someone else all along, so not sure why he came on Ready Love, perhaps to get exposure for his project. So I have read somewhere that it was a female that he had allegedly dated back in the past. And then this was the one, because my understanding, it was 2 months later, a month or 2 months later, he got married after he had ended things with Dom, allegedly. So I had read that somewhere and I just was like, wow, because I swore I said a couple episodes back, in real life, this was for him to marry this person that quick. It was someone that he had to have known. I remember being maybe he told the girl, I just got with this show, or I feel like we should just take a step back. I'm gonna just see how this is, we'll see what's gonna happen. And then after the show, he was like, I'm ready to be with you. He wanted to go on TV. I mean, y'all gotta watch the other episodes. I said all this stuff. Letitia says, LOL, J-Dub, not in Belo's voice.
1.6 million Canadian.
Ooh. Blondie says Bello spilled some crazy tea on Kojo's show last night. It was crazy. Janice says in bed 2 days before Christmas Eve. Absolutely. And then got married like a month later. But hey, maybe he had to like see or something. Or, I don't know. Maybe that was the person that he, blocked. We don't know. All this is alleged. We don't know. We just speculating. Brick says, I also agree that Dom needs to work on a lot of things. It does take two. Absolutely. Access. Hey, Lauren.
We're celebrities now. We got the people off Reddit love watching us. Stop through.
Hey, Lauren girl. Oh God. Hey, Lauren girl. It's look like you went through some of the things that I went through, child. Brick says, also there is such a thing knowing but still deceiving yourself and others.
Oh yeah, my wife has a saying towards that.
What is my saying?
Her saying is, it's not mine, I'm not going to quote it, but she says, hold on. The men tell you the truth and you lie to yourself.
Absolutely.
There you go.
The men tell the women the truth and they let the women lie to themselves. Mm-hmm. Period. Point blank. Okay. Because that's what was happening to to Donna with Vince all season long, child. Mm-hmm. On LBB, Bello refused to verify a date. His wedding, it's public record, but did state that he was married at the time the taping of the reunion. Correct. Yep, that's what I had synced to. So I don't know, when was the reunion recorded? Usually it's recorded like in January, like the end of January, but that was just us. So, or no, ours was take that back.
Hey, we got it. Wrong. Lauren, you're still in here. When was if you can, if Uncle Tommy didn't make you sign a waiver not to give us this date, but we want to know.
Yeah, facts. I was about to say, yeah. Let us know, Lauren. When did you guys film the reunion?
Yeah.
Abby says in 2 days before, in bed 2 days before Christmas Eve, but pre-wedding pictures on Instagram dated 16th of December.
Oh my goodness. Y'all
see, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Whoa.
Because I'm seeing this stuff too, but I'm not like that invested where I'm like, wait a minute, carry the I, cross the T, the calendar. Let me scroll. Where's the calendar? So December. Yeah. All I know is the dates was close AF. Period. Quay says, well, Bello did say that Dom worked retail at the mall. He low-key tried to embarrass her last night while also pleading his case in riddles.
Oh, yeah. The Bello way. You say, how you talk the riddles. At the mall. What, did she have a shop at the mall?
Yeah, I was about to say, was it her shop?
Does she work at the register at a mall? I don't know. We don't know.
What in the world? JMF says he doesn't strike me as a simp, but all her kids plus him and Dom 3 times a week, they all crumb snatched from him.
No, JM, I can't. I wasn't there. I wasn't at the Detroit dinners. I've only been to Detroit one time. I can't believe that he's been taking Dom and her 3 girls, and which are, as far as I know, some are adult, 2 and 3 times a week at $600. I just can't believe that. I wasn't there. There's no way. That's not a date.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. If you're still here, Lauren, JMF says the woman he married was living abroad and then came back to the States. His relationship with Dom was fizzling out, and he decided to take the plunge with the woman he married. Oh, wow. I wonder, did he know she was coming back? Like maybe stuff just kind of fell into place. Maybe the stars and the moon aligned. You know what I mean?
No.
Like he had no intention on like marrying this woman, being with this woman.
No.
She was out of the States, out of the country.
No.
What, did she go on vacation? Like, I'll be back, boo. And while she's gone for 3 months, he filmed a reality show.
No. No.
I don't know. Design says it was dry. Nicole didn't mess with no one, honey. Nicole was pew, 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 pew. D Brown says one thing about Lauren, she not gonna miss alive. Letitia says Bello did say he knew her 5 years prior and she moved. Show tape October 2024. They broke up December 2024. Married and reunion taped in March of 2025, and he was already married at the reunion.
Oh, you got the timeline.
Yeah, like I've seen that, and I'm just like, yeah, that was quick. Okay, so allegedly, we don't know for a fact, but that's what I've seen too, that exact timeline. Joda says, I don't know what kind of fraudulent Muslim he is. JMF says, yes, agreed, Sabrina. It should be public record. GC says, no, she doesn't have a shop according to him. Yikes.
Yikes. That's what I wanted to know.
Yay. To Go to Africa says, he said that she worked at a store at the mall. Wow. Like, he put it all out there. See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, hurt people. Like, I mean, but I get it. Look, you come for me and I don't send for you. Abby says, he says she is a retail assistant at Mont Blanc. And, oh, wow. He put all her business out there. Joda says, so does he want to be on 90 Day? No, Joda, because he married. He married at first sight. Okay. Letitia says he knew she was coming back. He said it. He out there wasting every Bello. What in the world? GC says there was an overlap. That's why he blocked his future wife from Dom's phone.
That
absolutely.
Makes sense. Stop all communication.
Yes. Oh, there you go. You want to ask her?
My first time.
Yeah, this is Lauren's
she
first
already
time.
answered it.
Lauren never answered it.
She answered it right.
Oh. So that is right. So what do you think?
Oh, well, I mean,
thanks for being here, Lauren.
It was definitely overlap because there's no way you can have a relationship and let's say 90 days later you're married.
Yikes.
There's no way. There's no way.
Yikes.
There's no way.
It's not. And my thing is you knew this person that well to marry, like marriage. Like, this ain't some let's get engaged. This is they're married. Like, how long was the engagement? I'm so confused. Wow. Ew. Kira says, hey, high key tried to embarrass her. I mean, it sounds like I don't know if you call that embarrassed, because in real life, when people don't understand, when you reach out to try to embarrass someone, it really makes you look bad. You know what I mean? So I didn't watch this interview with him on Kojo's channel, but I just hope like it didn't just make him look bad, which is so unfortunate. But for real, Sabrina, he lined that timeline up nicely. That is so sad. Dom's brother was supporting her lifestyle. She works in the mall. Oh. Inhaler. Goodness gracious. He claimed that he was not trying to disparage her, but at the same time, while he was being pressed by the panel, let me tell you something. Kojo. Oh, you don't think so? Kojo people are.
Oh no, I used to be in the in the comments, in the chat.
Yeah.
In the mean chat comments, you know, but I get it. I think that's kind of playing a nice guy role. Like, I didn't want to say it because if you have a principle, you stand on it. The chat can't make you say anything or make you cave and say that's your character. And I'm not judging. I'm just saying that's a choice.
Lauren says, according to Bello, he had several ceremonies.
Wow.
With the same girl, right?
So you gotta ask, yeah.
With the same girl, because I know he could have like multiple wives. This is getting scary.
I didn't know that.
Oh my God. From how he said it, they dated before. He had his one night. He got community D. Bello was dry, begging the brother.
When he was saying he needed that, asking Dom brother, did that loan come through? Same woman.
Wow. So then if that's the case, this outfit, wow. So this outfit that he wore, he wore to the wedding then.
That was a part of his wedding ceremony attire. Ancestral.
And you know what? Because he wore a white blazer with like silver, like oplaques on it. He wore that in the wedding too. So, and he wore that on the show, I thought, or he wore it to one of the like the parties or something. So that was a wedding outfit.
Yeah, I didn't recall that one.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
That means he would have to be married while the show was taping as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know about that one.
Brick says, ma'am, you dodged a cat. What's that?
A cat of nine whips. It's like a whip that spreads. It's like it has fringes. So when it hits like 9 times. It's a torture slavery mechanism. Absolutely. Well, rejection is everyone's protection. Absolutely. Because regardless of what Bello says, I haven't watched the interviews. It's what Dom say. It's not coming. What is it? What it was a word? I can't use it. It was unauthentic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. You can't explain that away.
So Brick is asking me, is there prize money at the end of the show? The only prize that you get is nothing.
You get a love if you win.
Yeah. You get absolutely nothing. He was not trying to disparage her, but said the oxtail was horrible and had no seasoning. He is a terrible person.
Yeah, that's unnecessary. You're going low and low and low and low. If you're going to stay what you're doing, just stay what you're doing.
Absolutely. Yeah. Facts. JMF says, J-Dub, I agree with those dinners. He admitted that he worked on his last project by getting the contracts, but he still needed collateral to initiate the project.
It sounded like it was in play when he said, hold on. So as far as my future, what I'm doing right across the water, you actually can see Canada from Detroit. And what you see over there, I just keep looking. I got some binoculars. There's $330 million of a community just for Black people. And we're selling them for 1.6 million Canadian. And that's the future.
Yeah. GC says they knew and dated her before, and the mama loved her. That's why he never introduced.
Dom to the family. Okay.
Yep.
So she was doing all the extension. Here's mom, here's dad, here's my children. You can stay over and we can Netflix and chill.
Wow.
But, okay. I get it.
That is crazy. Nigerians usually have both a traditional African wedding and a Western or European wedding.
Okay. Carry on tradition.
After he was married, he dated. It wasn't for him. He moved on. It's life. It happens. Stop defending yourself because you just look very desperate at this point.
Well, I mean, that could have been a thing. I guess that's what Don was asking for, transparency. Don't say like we've never had an argument. We never had any conflict, but all of a sudden on the eve of Jesus' birthday, you leave. You give me a phone call and say it's over, and that's the case for most people. They want transparency. They want the truth. And nothing has happened that he didn't know, where he said, I have a bird's eye view. I was in a vacuum. I was insulated by your beauty. And I didn't see the whole totalitarian picture of everything. And then one day, boom, I woke up and said, you're not fit to be my wife.
Yes, it was 2 days before Christmas Eve.
2 days before Christmas Eve.
That's
okay, she said she called on Christmas Eve. And he was in the bed 2 days prior.
Oh, 2 days prior. Oh,
Christmas Eve. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So it was 2 days before that.
Yeah.
Okay. Monique says after he was married, did I already say this?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Grace says too many unhinged, unhealed women on the season that needs therapy. Lauren, Nicole, and Donna. Letitia says, sorry, girl. LOL. He said his now wife told him wear that white fit. So again, the timeline is slowly coming together. Yes, I'm telling y'all, that white jacket, that blazer. Brick says, from observation, Dom seemed to have had the top guys at her beck and call, but got the wrong one, empowered by him to bring her down for sure.
No, Bello was trying to elevate her. He said, "What, you want to open a shop? Actually, I can show you some beautiful properties that we can get you into that shop. We want to build together." And that was the thing. It was like that was the thing when, like Lauren said, "Hey, I'm here. I'm a multiplier," and Dom was like, like looking over. It was about opportunity, and I guess he went with this best thought opportunity. It didn't work out.
And I just want to say, Lauren, girl, you handled yourself very, very well when Dom was going on you. When it was you, Dom, and Belo, and who was that? His brother?
Yeah,
his brother. You handled yourself very, very well, because that was really mean girl behavior that Dom was giving, and I thought that was really, really not nice of her. She was not a nice person that day. So I just want to let you know. Thank you for being,
gracious.
Yeah, that part.
Because that was that's a problem.
Because
that can invoke or provoke anybody to like go off.
Because let me tell you something. Let me go ahead and even move this off the screen. Because y'all know every now and then I gotta get a little ghetto. Because in real life, you gotta be careful who you go to like this. You don't be knowing, you know what I'm saying? Because in real life, for real, you don't know who you talking to, and you might like buck at the wrong person, and then you might not, expect to get the kind of results that Lauren got. You might get somebody else. So people should really be mindful of like how you talk to other people, because I think it's real messed up. Because you might get that one that's about that life for real. 50 and Alt will beat that ass. Not saying her ass, but I'm just saying, because I don't play that. I don't play people talking to me any kind of way, messing, you know what I'm saying? Like being nasty towards me, especially when I'm really trying to be nice to you. That's real messed up. So so I just want to say, you know what I'm saying, like, good job, girl. Okay, that's all. All right. From observations, top downs. Okay, we already said that. Good girl gone rich says, this may be an old-fashioned belief, but Dominique said that man was laid up in her bed the night before he broke up with her. It was 2 nights before. I don't think that sets a good example for her daughters to see. Well, I think her daughters are like grown. So yes. F that.
You got it. You take it
F that nerd says he admitted during the interview that he lost both of his development projects and is now in the process of rebuilding.
Ouch.
Hey,
that's what she like. He wanted to be that provider, but obviously couldn't. So he had some things going on. He had his housing things. He had his financial things.
I think his thing is he didn't have his things in order, which means his priorities.
It was them $600 dinners. It took him down. He must have been taking him out of the housing budget. Allegedly.
Good girl gone rich says women need to stop giving up the cookies so fast before you even know that man for real. Yeah, it don't work for a lot of people.
Good girl, tell them, but they ain't gonna hear you.
Yeah,
they ain't gonna hear you. Because I mean, it's just with anything. If you going into something seriously, you have to treat it seriously.
Absolutely.
That's why people go against the Steve Harvey thing of the 90-day rule. It's the same way like being on probation at a job. You don't give the new employee every single thing up front. You got to give it time. You got to see if the interview is matching with the actions, and a lot of people don't do that now. Everybody say, like Dom said, I'm grown. Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
Absolutely.
But if you try to do something serious, you got to handle it serious. Because I'm gonna tell you like this: that's with anybody. Linking yourself or matching yourself up to be in a serious, committed relationship is one of the most important decisions you can ever make in your life. It can make you or it can break you. Yep.
Absolutely. And everybody's journey is different. There's some people that smashed on the first night. Guess what? Got married and been married like 43 years. Everybody is different. But I will also say this, though. If you meet them on a reality TV show, it's probably best to maybe kind of like take it a little slow, because you don't know, especially nowadays, you don't know if people like really go on there just to be on TV and you just happen to be a pawn in their chess game. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just going to go ahead and knock them down and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? So,
well, I think it got to be a balance, because then you get to this. I'm gonna say that the approach is like Steve and Vince take, you know, with Steve, like everything is so slow, but you jumped in an accelerated love process, or you go with like how I said with Vince go, well, you know, I commit to you, but we're going to take this thing so slow, and we're going to just see and get to know, and at the same time we're going to date other people. Does this sound like a good idea? See, you got to find the balance, because people will slow walk that thing till ain't nothing left.
Yeah, but that's where discernment comes in. Discernment. So Monique says women in America need to recognize and realize that when you date men from out of the country, they are very big on respect and principle. He tasted it, he didn't like it, he moved on.
He likes something. He definitely like tasting something.
Oh goodness. JMF says on the show he claimed to have loved the oxtail. I knew, y'all, listen, I don't know this lady. I ain't never tasted her cooking, but when I saw them oxtails, I said it on that episode. I don't know what episode it was, man. All this stuff I'm saying, y'all can go back, like it's proof. It's in the pudding. It's in the oxtails. I literally was like, it doesn't look like oxtails. It looked like curry chicken. Oxtails, but definitely, as someone said, he downed it, then try to play it up by definitely trying to be friendly with the Jamaican on the panel.
Shake it, man. Get the out of here.
Oh, on over there on Little Black Book. Lauren says therapy is on my list, girl. On my season, I had heard that because it really like messed with people's mentals, like they did have to seek out therapy because of it. Like it's a real thing. Like y'all don't understand when you get on national television and you have hundreds of thousands of people watching you, and then it's like you don't really get a good edit, you know, because you was fucked up on the show. But you know it plays with your mental, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, some people really did have to go seek some therapy because of it, because they didn't know how to handle or don't know how to handle it moving forward, because it messed with you a little bit, you know. That's why you can't be out here being a messed up person. Just be a good person. You don't got to worry about it. Which Jamaican? I don't know. To Go to Africa says Bello spent more time trying to promote his brand and discussing his portfolio. Where are you trying to be in 5 years?
In actually 3 years. If you look over across the water at Windsor, Canada, there is a home project worth $330 million where I have select, beautiful, custom luxury homes for Black people priced at 1.6 million Canadian. That's my future. Your daughter's not in it.
Okay. People were saying he came straight from the wedding. Dang.
I hope not. Ain't no way. They have a,
that
like
was sarcasm.
a 12-hour working day. There's no way. There's no way. I wasn't there, but there's no way.
And then too, like he had multiple, so I don't think he came. Yeah, because I was getting ready to say our reunion. We filmed it. How long was it? It was like 11 hours we filmed. It was 12 hours or was it 13 hours? This is between 11 and 13 hours. I can't remember, but I knew it was a very long time. Grace says Dom was trying to use Bello, but he peeped her game and dashed. Mean Girl Poetry says, I can see why Nicole would need therapy, honey. Nicole needed therapy before the show. She definitely gonna need therapy now after the show. I promise. Like, I really like Nicole, but yeah, she just, honey, she wants someone to love her. JMF says, certified chef, the guy who does some other.
Tell me the Jamaican guy on the panel.
Oh. Abby says, well done, Lauren, therapy. She says she appreciates it. JMF says he has I don't know. I don't watch Kojo for real. I don't watch anybody for real like that anymore. I be too damn busy. Monique and his lives be just as long as ours. Monique says, if you want to make for love and nothing else, you're stupid if you want to make to be successful and grow with your gold digger. The line is very fine and thin. Y'all keeping the fur light tonight? Yeah, I got my chinchilla on.
Light fur. I got some thorn across the. I got some thorn across the lenses, but I ain't got no fur.
Yeah, I got my little chinchilla my little chinchilla scarf tonight. Oh, Abby, it was a whole dialogue we went to because I definitely child Monique, we don't even know what you talking about, girl. Let us know again. I see y'all talking about him. Y'all can watch the replay and see if I keep it 100. I am gonna watch the replay. Every now and then I do catch some of the people lives, but I never catch Kojo live. Monique says because the man thought that her partying with her younger children and going out with the boyfriend and dated at the same time wasn't in alignment. I don't know. Segway need an outfit check, girl. You be certified.
If you don't know, don't be cool.
It was more. I was about to ask, who are you talking about? What is going on, JMF? It was more towards the end when they were asking him questions. By the way, Monique says women want the truth, and then when they get it, they can't handle it. He tasted it, he didn't like it, and he moved on. I think he liked it, but I think it was some other things that happened and occurred during that time when he was tasting it, and he was like, you know what? Yeah, no. You know what I'm saying? So, JMF, that convo with y'all talking JR. Okay. Yo. F that narc says he gave her an A for effort for the oxtails on that episode, but he really blasted her cooking on the interview last night, and he was laughing about it. She says she eat home cooked meals. Maybe, I don't know. She doesn't cook. She eats somebody else home cooked meals because she says she don't really go out like that. But Nicole mentioned she was in therapy when talking to Chef Chris about trauma bonding. I remember that episode. Who is Chef Chris?
When you don't understand, we should move forward.
Oh, but I feel like if Nicole was talking to someone on that episode, we should know, right?
But that means that's outside of the show or the interview. We don't know.
Oh, okay. Oh, the person's over there name is Chef Chris.
Somewhere.
Oh, okay. There's nothing wrong with Nicole. She likes to play games, just like Vince. Two sides of the same coin. Jay says, so I think we should acknowledge that Lauren has been in every live defending herself, which she definitely has a right to do. Monique says some fruit is sweeter, like his wife. Yeah. Hey, Shayna. I said it right. Chris has what? Okay, Dom's children are in their 20s. Bello ratted her out and said she wasn't honest about her age.
Oh, let me take off my glasses on this one. And you know what? Is a thing. I said it. I said, I'm not saying she looks bad. I'm not saying that, but she just doesn't look 42. And when I said, look in the neck. You see it in the neck. I still don't have the proof, but to put this out here, that's saying something.
Wow.
Boom. My mind just exploded.
Yeah, because I was saying she looks a little, I was like, she's 42. I was like, hell, I'm 50. I was like, oh no, I can't see 42.
No, but you can't compare yourself to them. You're exceptional.
Oh, thanks, babe. Oh, I love you. Okay, someone said Chef Chris was on the show. He was voted off.
Oh, the guy with the tattoos, and he had the okra on his neck and hands.
But Laura needs to take accountability, Jay says, and improve in self-awareness. And why was she always in the middle of someone's situation? It can't always be the fault of others. What is my role in this?
Well, she said she was in therapy.
Yeah. F that narc says Chris got kicked off. He was in love with
Aretha Franklin Stone.
Right. I'm so bad. I don't remember. That's that menopause. Y'all need to go back and watch that video. I'm gonna go ahead and link it up right here to watch the replay. You can click on it. I did a menopause video yesterday. Chris was voted off. Hi, Mona. Abby, Chef Chris is the guy who had tattoos of vegetable. I promise to you guys, I do not remember this dude at all. Guy who liked to stoke. I don't remember. Golly, I'm terrible. I'm bad. Coach Neil says that's not fair, guys. She's a teen mom and is 42. Okay. So you know for a fact she's 42? I think she looks older. And if she does, she does. JMF Bello said he and Dom had a powwow before the taping of the show, and she was nervous and then blindsided him and went off on him. He was not happy, as he claims he was trying to protect her brand. What? You taping of the reunion? Oh my God. If Chef Chris was a contestant, he loves Aretha Franklin. Someone said she's 45. Oh my God. I'm 58 in this picture. And you are the bomb designs and you look beautiful, girl. That's what I'm saying. We're about 50, but guess what? God is on our side. That lady is 50 plus.
Amen.
Oh my gosh. Mean Girl Poetry says, I always question Dom's. Everybody has questioned Dom.
They have
everybody. She looks amazing. Don't get it twisted. She's a beautiful woman. She looks fabulous. I just know women who are Gen Xers. She doesn't give millennial vibes. Hey, Halima. Thank you. Hey, Sabrina and J Dub. I'll save a lot of time. Belo joined Kojo's live around the 140. Thank you. Jay says Belo is a scammer with a capital S. She's 58. November present accepted. Facts. Shayla says Dominique did say somewhere she had her first child at 17. I can see why everyone thinks that she's older though. Well, we don't really think that we're just saying like she just looks older than 42. But no one knows how old she is for real. I just feel like this. Hey, they sometimes throughout the seasons they be changing like job professions. Maybe if they can put whatever job profession, maybe they can put whatever age. I don't know. Jay says you can tell his character by how he handled his daughter, lack of visiting her. Yeah, facts. F that Narc says Bello gave her money to take her real estate exam so they could build together, but she paid her rent instead. Yikes.
Ouch.
That's when he said he started to check out of the relationship.
Integrity.
I was about to say, I'm not even gonna lie, like, how much is her rent? Because I took a real estate exam before and it's not that much.
Yeah, so, a couple of $100 or something.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, I don't know. And no disrespect, she does look older than 50. November 13th, I'll be 51. You look good too, Monique. Lauren said that the only connection that Chris had on the show was with the stove. Oh. Oh, yeah. Sorry, Chris. I'm sorry. Yes, y'all watched the Menopause Live. It was great. You can learn something whether you're a male or female. Thank you so much, Patricia. I'm definitely going to link it up there. I appreciate you so much. Yeah, that was a good convo that we had, all of us. GC says she had her first child at 15 with the basketball player at 24.
Yikes.
Monique says you meant to be upfront and honest. And then when they do, the scammers, they took our hearts. We're afraid to move on. They dated. It didn't work out. It's okay. You want men to be upfront and honest. And then when they do, the scammers, they took. Okay, I understand. In Jersey, it's 400. Yeah, I was about to say, well, maybe she was a little short that month. But, but I just feel like, that's why I feel like they obviously he just didn't like her. Hey, if, my husband give me some money to pay for something else, for real, I'm going to be like, thank you for the money for the exam. I paid for the exam, and guess what? I'm gonna take the exam, but can I have 400 more? Because I need some help with my rent.
Gotta be provider.
Like, hey, like, I don't know. Like, did she lie about it? I just don't know. Like, I don't know what for him to act like that. Bello checked out when he realized she cannot have children. She never said that she couldn't have children, Mona.
They was trying, allegedly.
Oh, Monique says, and we are not dating professional athletes. You have children by professional athletes and you're renting. I'm confused. I'm a single mom of one. I own everything.
Yikes.
Monique is on it tonight. To Go to Africa says, Dom said her daughter was 25 when the show aired. She had to have her younger than she was 17. Maybe so.
They said 15.
15. Mm-hmm. Maybe he claimed, or JMF, he claimed that he wasn't intending to sleep in the same room at the getaway. I can't tell.
She forced him.
I can't tell because if he did, I can't tell because if he really didn't want to sleep with her, he wouldn't have. Okay, period, point blank. And then he had other people he could have slept in a room with if he really wanted to. I would have slept on the couch if it was that serious. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, ain't nobody make him do anything. He did what he wanted to do. Jay said, what if y'all's perspective on the direction of the show? What is y'all's perspective on the direction of this show? Do you think they are casting to match people for love? Is it all just about entertainment? Questions for us.
For us.
You want to answer that?
Okay. My perspective, I was a little late coming into it. I was the hopeless romantic saying, ready to love. Oh, they didn't have the love. They didn't get together. Oh my goodness. What is this show coming to? I love season 1. I love season 2. What's going on and all of that. But my wife finally told me, she said, hey, it's primarily entertainment. You got to remove your feelings from it and your wants and your goals and your objectives and all that to know that this is just for show. This is not real. It's not. And once I took that on, I just see it as entertainment. So that's why I enjoyed this season. I feel like this season has given us a lot to be entertained with, especially the reunion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I enjoyed it thoroughly. So, I feel like at the end of the day, I feel like I need to leave this up here. That they cast the people that are gonna look good on screen. Period. I feel like that they do take. I feel, this is just my opinion, like they do take into consideration, like they're not going to have a whole bunch of 30-year-olds, but then 30-year-old men, but then have a 50-year-old woman. I think they take that into consideration, like the age, to kind of make it even, to make sense, because they know that a 50-year-old woman probably is not going to date a 30-year-old man. So they'll probably like throw some 45-year-olds, 47, maybe 43 or something like that. But when it comes down to like, oh, this person will be a great match for that. Like I have heard them say that they do that, but I don't think so. I think they put people that will make great TV on the screens. That's just my take on it. I could be wrong. I don't know. I don't work in production, but yeah, and it was great TV this season. Belo said he cannot have children. She cannot have children in his confessional. Right. Absolutely. But Mona, you got to watch it back. But she didn't say that when her and him were talking. She just said that she is scared to carry full term because she's scared she's going to lose it because she was pregnant twice and she couldn't carry full terms. So it's not that she can't get pregnant. She's just scared she's going to miscarriage. Shauna says Bella's full of it. GC says, according to him, he didn't sleep with her because Ready to Love said it wasn't allowed.
Because he's a traditional man, like he said.
Shauna says the show is being casted for entertainment. That's what I think. I mean, at the end of the day, guess what? They got bills to pay. Okay? The ratings is what makes them money, not who they think is going to be good. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at Married at First Sight. Look at Love is Blind. Do y'all really think that they cast for because they feel like this person, even Married at First Sight, with the people that they put together? No. No, it's been times where I'm like, babe, that person should have been with that person, and that person should have been with that person. And that would have been a perfect match. Yeah, they playing in our face. This is TV. This is entertainment. Period. That's what we are now here in 2026. That's what we're dealing with. Bello said he left his luggage at the front door of the rented house, and then Don moved his belongings to the room and kicked out Shorty. He did what he wanted to do. Shayna says he can barely find, hey, they can barely find men to participate. It's definitely strictly entertainment. Tommy did not do a good job hosting. Not sure if it was already discussed.
When does he?
Yes, I agree. That's Sabrina. I don't even remember what I said. The reunion was the best part of the season. Monique says, I apologize. The chat last night, very disrespectful sometimes. You're not somebody's cup of tea, and it's okay. Women want every type of song and dance. You wasn't chosen. Move on. Brick says, my heart broke a little to see how Baylor was operating the navigation indirect protect my image campaign with what seems to have been insurance guised as good works and kindness. Brick. Fully acknowledging he didn't like her like that. No, not at all. But she should have used what? Discernment as well. You know what I mean? Like I said, take two to dance, to tango. Also, I appreciate Sabrina and J-Dub's love story. Sabrina was great on her season. She walked with so much integrity. Thank you so much, Jay. I appreciate you. We both appreciate you. Don't we appreciate it? Yes, absolutely. Thanks, Jay. This show hasn't been good since the season you were on, Sabrina. I'm not sure what changed, but something definitely changed. I think what happened was people got hip. They're like, oh, I could be on TV and it's not hard to get on this show. I'm going to go to be on TV. Because I know I was on season 4, guys. 4. We're on season 11. Yeah, like I really thought when I went on it, this was a real dating show. I was like, I'm about to meet my husband. I did because of the show, but not on the show. But still, I thought it was real. Yes, please hit that thumbs up if you are enjoying this show so far. Brick says, that was continued, or did not have grace to say, you know what, I realize I do not have the capacity to carry this relationship, and then state why, as opposed, I do not see you in my future. Brick, you're giving Bello entirely too much. Of course, we all know this. We know he should have done this. Bello just doesn't know that he should have done this.
Bello felt like he did that because, like he said, when I was with my ex, there was a moment in our relationship when she said, when you don't feel that I'm your soulmate, then you release me. So that's what I did, because he said in the beginning, he was caught in a vacuum. He was caught in a vacuum with Dom. And once he got his bird's eye view of the relationship, he didn't feel like it fulfilled his legacy and promises that he wanted.
Yeah, you're right. Shonda says Bello is a grown man. If he did not want to be in the room with Dom, he wouldn't have. Exactly. Hey, Lydia girl.
I wish Shannon stayed in the room with him. Say, you're not gonna kick me out this room.
Yes.
My bags was in here. And actually, why are you touching my bags?
Why you touch my?
Don't touch my
stuff.
Don't touch my.
Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Touch it. I'm unhinged. Tommy say I'm unhinged too. I'm about to be unhinged. Monique says, and follow through, men and women cannot sleep in the same room. He did not sleep with Dominique that night. Why y'all leaving out the facts? That's what I don't like. And follow through, men and women cannot sleep in the same room. Monique, who are you? Where are you getting this information? Because I was on the show, right? And they absolutely do sleep in the same room together. I don't know if they did. I wasn't in the room with them, but yeah, they do sleep in the same room together. Lydia says, Chad, that Bello interview was a doozy. He needs to be added to politician for real. Patrice says, hi, Sabrina and J-Dub. Bello needs to focus on the child he just had with the other girl and not rule out Dom because she couldn't have a... Oh, my God. Child, that Bello interview... Oh, I already said that. It sounds so scary to be on TV. It can be. It absolutely can be. But, you kind of got to go in with that mindset of, I'm here to have fun. I'm here to be as genuine as possible. I'm here to be a good person. I'm here to, just enjoy this experience. And and see where it goes. But as long as you're like a good person and you have like morals and values and stuff, and you move like, decent, like you shouldn't have no problems. But if you start doing some crazy stuff, then yeah.
Well, I ain't never been on TV, but I can only
Oh.
imagine everyone is not ready to deal with the backlash of being on TV.
Mhm.
People might say you're ready, you might not be ready for that. Millions of people coming at you, critiquing you.
It's a lot, because people, thousands and hundreds or whatever, not thousands, but hundreds came after me, like, like blah, 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 blah. But, I just was like, whatever. It was just to the point where as long as they don't come at me directly and y'all stay over there with that bullshit, then I don't have a problem with you. Do whatever. Just don't come in my face with it. To Go to Africa says, unfortunately, they sometimes have difficulty finding masculine men who are serious about establishing a genuine relationship with a woman. JMF says, I remember when JD was on your previous panels and he was so smitten. He was smitten, babe. Grace says this season.
I don't use that word.
Oh yeah, he doesn't use that word. This season was a mess. The correct match should have been, it's entertainment, like Sabrina said earlier, in real life. J-Dub in Belo's voice. Great impersonation. Oh yeah, when you were talking like Belo. Belo wasn't caught in a vacuum. He was caught up in his hormones. What were you about to say?
I wasn't caught in a vacuum. I was enthralled with a woman individually, one-on-one, but oversighting my future goals. It was my fault.
Moody says, I'm continuing with the other person said he let everybody know that production said that men and women cannot sleep in the same room. So dumb. And him did not sleep in the same room. Yeah. I need proof. Velma says, love seeing you guys. We love seeing you too. Thank you for being here with us. Sabrina, we all watched the chat last night with him there. Oh, you talking about over on Look. Monique, girl, I'm so sorry. I didn't know what you was talking about, because see, we don't know anything about that because we wasn't. And then they come on your channel and give you bits and pieces and not the whole truth. Oh, I understand what you're saying. Okay. I'm sorry Dominique's feelings were hurt. Andrea says, stop it, J-Dub. Access Lauren says, Brick says, I am working through my annoyance with the spirit operating behind the people on these shows. However, it's challenging not to speak on them without feelings. You are showing their spiritual nakedness. Just bucket naked. Dente says, LOL. Okay, we about to go to the next scene. Did you see Tommy wear black fur coat? I sure did. He was fly. He was down in the D. What up, though? Okay, what's a better synonym for smitten, J-Dub? Either way, I thought it was so cute.
Well, JMF, another synonym for smitten would be enthralled. I was enthralled by Sabrina's beauty, her inner glow, her outer glow. I was consumed.
He was consumed.
I could not see a bird eyes because all I could do was focus on her.
Yes.
So I had to take a step back and to make sure that my goals align with her goals so we can move towards the future.
Now that's how a husband is supposed to sound, okay? That's when you get the cookies up. When you say Rat Basket, what do you mean? Is Bello really married? Yes, Mona. Bello is really married, allegedly. If that nurse says yes, Bello confirmed that he was happily married. And I am happy for him. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all know I love me some love. So I am really, really happy for him. Like in real life, I mean, we're just going to go ahead and just, because in 2 months, 3 months, especially when the new season starts, like we're not even going to be talking about these people anymore. You know what I mean? And like I said before, these are real life people. Please be mindful of how you address them. Also, like you can have your opinion, but just be, kind with your opinion. You know what I mean? Because we are regular people and it's just not fair to like talk to them and yell at them and cuss them out and be really mean to these people. Like it's pretty messed up. So, hey, if he likes it, I love it. Like congratulations to him and his wife. How Sabrina helps us to see another side of shit. I love how Sabrina Oh God, I like consumed. Okay. Okay. All right. They said GC says, Lauren, you dodged a bullet, girl. Brick says that man has room to be his full self. Cookies, happy for y'all. All right, are we done with this scene?
We are no longer caught in the vacuum of Bello and Dom. We're going to move on to the next scene, which is Devon, because Devon actually got a segment. Everybody's getting a segment. Everybody's getting a segment. I'm with Tommy. I just want to put my head down, just like, it's a lot. This is a lot.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
So, like I said, Devon has a segment going on, and clearly Devon throughout the season has had many connections. By him saying that, you know, some of us couldn't see those things. There's a difference in having actual connections and actual, like, you like somebody, because connections means it's a two-way street. So I wasn't sure about it. They were saying he possibly had 4 connections. We knew Dominique was possibly one, because Devon was very adamant in letting Dominique know in the kitchen, I want you. Leave Bello.
Tried to kiss her in the mouth the first night.
Leave Bello.
Or the first day.
Yes, he sure did. He got vacuumed in. He was enthralled with her when she touched his lip and he wanted to kiss her. He just read the room long.
She was like, are you trying to kiss me?
She clowned him so classic.
In the mouth?
Mm-hmm. You? So at the same time, it wasn't just only Dom, it was also Shannon and Nicole. I'm not sure who the 4th one was, but they did mention the 4th one. But I guess what his downfall was with the women would feel like he was doing the cut and paste thing. He was letting everybody know, hey, I want you. You're my number one. You're the only woman I'm thinking about. You're my only connection when they get alone. But then they would find out the women were talking and saying, he said that to you? He said that to me too. So in general, yeah, of course, when people are dating multiple people, all of their dates probably don't have time to come together and compare notes. So that's where Devon kind of like messed up on that at that point. So yeah, that was pretty much so. So we know Nicole finding out that, like, hey, I'm finding out what you're saying to me is what you're saying to everybody else. And Nicole at this moment, I didn't think she was kind of upset and felt like she was a bit like played, just like Shannon said, she felt played, but she came to like pretty much expose Devon. I mean, she was going to spill everything on it, you know, like, y'all don't know this man in real life. We just didn't align, you know, even though I got with him after the show. And that seems like a kind of a going on trend. Nicole is visiting everybody after the show. And at this point, she lets them know that Devon was trying to date her as more than friends, but he was saying it was just friends, but he was open to seeing what the connection was. But she didn't leave it there. She felt like she was done wrong and just told us all his business and all of his character. This man is all lives matter. He only cuts his pancakes with a fork and without a knife, you know, just all different kind of things that she's just trying to expose him. And at this point, he called her unhinged. He said that at one point he texted her twice within one day, and she's like, wait, you're texting me too much. You know, that could have been a time where she was, you know, kicking it with Vince or something, allegedly. I don't know that. But just the fact that at this point, Nicole, I think she lost some credibility, because every time it comes up in the segment, now she's trying to tell everybody's business. What was your view on that? How you think Nicole showed up there?
I think Nicole came with her weapon loaded. I feel like that Devon put himself in the position to get exactly what he got, okay? Because, you know, it's a lot of times too, I don't really think that men really understand, like, for real, like, we talk to each other. And I feel like that Devon was the one that actually lived in a vacuum, but he was living there by himself. And I feel like that I don't think he really realized that when reunion time come, it's all going to be out there. Just like Vince didn't realize that everybody was going to put his business out there too. Excuse me, Nicole was going to put his business out there. And like, he was like, this not cool. This not cool. You know what I'm saying?
Not cool.
So at all, you know, but yeah, like, I just don't understand what these dudes thought. But you can't, like Nicole said, you said that she had no values. You said she was for the streets. You said that she was, you know what I'm saying? So, and she was just going around the room. And I just feel like that Devin in real life, and I hate to say it, and I'm not even trying to talk down or whatever, but in real life, in that, not even in that moment on the show, if that's what you was doing, Devin, like, that's what girls do.
They do what?
They go around and they gossip and they be talking about people and they be, yeah, because she da-da-da, I don't like her because da-da-da-da, and I don't like her because da-da-da. I don't really, like, men don't do that for real. Well, I'm not saying that they don't, but I don't hear, like, not no man for real. They be thinking about other stuff. They not going to go around and just be talking about who they don't like and what they got on and all this and all that. Like, I'm just like, wow, that's girl stuff. That's what girls do. Like, why he doing that?
Yeah.
Like, that's not cool. So I just didn't appreciate, you know, him acting accordingly. Like, I just wish that, you know, he moved a little bit differently, but Devon moved exactly how Devon wanted to move. And, you know, and it ended up biting him in the ass, period.
Yeah, I mean, that's the whole thing where I say, I get why people are kind of like guarded. Not that he should have been talking behind other people's back. It's just the fact of the matter, when you get extra vulnerable or talk about things that you don't want put out there, you don't know this person. When mad day comes, they're gonna spill all your business. Yeah. It's like, oh, he drive a Hyundai, he don't drive a Cadillac, he do this, he do that, he ain't got no money, he this and that. You know, that's a real thing. So, but
I don't think he was mad at anybody. I just think he just was gossiping.
Yeah, because he did say that. He did say, no, I wasn't talking shit about nobody. I was just you know,
talking.
Yeah, just talking. Oh, he gossiping. Yeah, he gossiping with the girls.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, that's what? Like, who does that? And yeah, like, and he got real full of himself. And I've been saying this too. He got real full of himself because in real life, at the end of the day, what had happened is Dom showed him a little bit of attention. He probably ain't never had a woman like Dom show him that kind of attention. And then it blew his head up. Period.
So let's go to the comments before we go to the next one.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Belo gave us names for days on that reunion. Sabrina, what am I wearing?
What are you wearing? I keep saying, I saw that in the, you want a fit check.
You know why? Because I got up to put my slippers on because my toes was cold. Oh, okay. So I got up. Maybe they saw my outfit.
They want to know what was your fit. What was you wearing tonight? Are you wearing the
chinchillas?
The
chinchillas. Devon deserved all the smoke. He's fake. Mona says. Letitia says, LOL. To go to Africa says, I'm talking about men who are not say the word, babe.
Effeminate.
And do not display feminine mannerisms and gestures. Oh, she's not even talking to us. I think Devon put a strike on El Cid. Hold on. YouTube?
That's a YouTuber. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. He didn't like what was said.
Put a strike on her channel.
Oh, yeah. Unless she's not following protocol, because YouTube, they gonna look at it and they gonna be like, well, if she following everything, but dag, that's, you know, unfortunate that he did that, because you can get your channel right back. So true Mona, he deserved all the fire and smoke with all lives matter. Nicole uploading the clip again. Oh yeah. Pow, 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 pow. Certified Chef Nicole parents, her college mate must be cringing. To go to Africa says, I believe Nicole, especially after seeing Devon's recent video. Oh my God, what is he out here doing? Letitia says, Nicole showed that she was hurt and emptied the clip. Absolutely. Facts. Mean Pretty Girl says, mean girl poetry. I'm sorry. Devon missed out on a few good matches. Yes, he did. Trying to get with a woman out of his league. Dom. To go to Africa says Devon's video is in which he maligned Shannon and Mercedes showed a different side of him. Devon's video. I don't know. I didn't see any video. Nicole isn't looking for love. She's looking just for anyone who looks her way. Brooke says, gossiping is not a male or female thing. It's from a violent, spiteful, and fearful heart. Well, hey, Brooke said it. The devil was the first to do it. Devon showed his aura. He needed to stay in his lane with Dom. Quay says Devon played like a good guy. He put that video out pretty much trying to, oh my God, it was really ugly. See, I don't know what video, so it's hard for me to like comment to, oh wow. For those that didn't get to see it, Devon's video, it was taken down. It was cringeworthy. That is sad.
Oh, you saying she was for the streets. He got evidence that Shannon was for the streets.
Nicole is giving unhinged and desperate. She went from men to see who would take her. If she wanted to find out if Vince chose someone, she could have just asked one of the girls. Hey, Tina says that's why men and women are not paying attention. They don't listen. Monique says she said allegedly that he had and he was right to strike the channel. Well, how does she know? Got a phone call. I'm back again. Okay, Auntie. Thank you. Wow. Zers. JMF, that crazy. That video was crazy. Wow.
Crazy. We didn't know Devon was pulling out his receipts.
What in the world?
That Shannon was for the streets.
Yeah.
He said it, I didn't.
Goodness gracious, Devon. You gotta move better. You gotta do better, people. Like, golly, that's not nice. And then, of course, it was going to the next episode. And just to let you know, Lauren and Darius was doing their handshake. And this was one of the things, because I know I've been saying some of the stuff I've been seeing online. From my understanding, this show was filmed in 2024. And from my understanding, Darius and Lauren have known each other since for a very, very long time. And they're very, very close because she is a fashion director. Lauren, if you're still in the chat, like she's like a fashion director of shows that she puts on or she produces. And Darius, being who he is, a socialite, and he's into fashion and stuff like that, she invites him to these events, and they've been working together for a very long time. So that is what I do know about that. Like, you know, when they showed the handshake, that's why. So when she was in the confessional, and I think I have a picture of that, when Ashley brought her up, she was like, what's going on? You know, when Lauren had called him, because, you know, they are friends. So that's why I took this picture. Ironically, it was already in there. So I just wanted to explain what this picture was. Okay.
Yeah, and that, I don't know, was it this the exact moment, but I know they cleared that that situation where Vince had said, I guess in the men's lounge, that Lauren was a tall B. I don't like that tall B. I don't like her, but actually Darius cleared the context up about it. And I was surprised because I know at some point that Vince and Darius was at odds, and Darius was saying like it wasn't even like that, because really Christina kind of seemed like she put it out there about what happened, but she was saying it was a talks amongst the whole group and whatever. But Darius pretty much told me, he's like, well, Vince was saying he wasn't really talking about Lauren per se. He was speaking to Bello, because it was referred to Vince that, hey, pretty much you're the only one that can really date Lauren because you're the tallest here. And Vince just said, you know, because the B is tall, and not saying that, you know, that's the right word or to refer to a woman, but the fact of the matter is it wasn't in that same context, like he was saying something hateful. Because at the whole time I had a problem with Vince calling her that. I don't like that tall B. Exactly. I'm like, what is Lauren doing? She is giving this man a time of a day. He called her a tall B and all that. But that's the thing about getting third, fourth, and fifth party information.
Absolutely.
It's not always accurate. And people have like motives when they pass along information.
Yeah.
So I was like, wow. So now I get it. Now I understand. And for me, it didn't make so much of a big deal, but I still feel the way I feel about Vince, you know, about his integrity and low character. That's my personal opinion.
Yeah, agreed. You know, because, you know, when we were watching the episode, you know, and after Darius explained it, you know, it was kind of like, what it like, wait a minute. So what is that game? Like, when you were younger, that game you whisper in somebody's ear, and then that person tells another person, and that person tells another person, and then so on and so on. And then the last person has to say what was told to them.
It's called telephone.
Okay, telephone.
Mm-hmm.
Honey, that's what this was. Because when you watch the scene back with Christina, she was like, yeah, because sometimes that tall B think I like her or something like that. And that's not what was said. So, it really made me feel a type of way, because all of this was because it was mentioned from Christina in the ladies' lounge. That's what started it, for it to come to here. And yeah, me and my husband, we was like, why is she even giving this dude like the time of day? Like, you call me out my name, I don't care if it's in Joe, I'm not gonna mess with you, period, point blank. So, but either way, I still wouldn't have messed with him. For real. But yeah, so I'm glad that they cleared that up. But of course, Christina was like, when Vince was like, can I ask you, like, who told you? And she pretty much was like, yeah, no, I can't really tell you, because in real life, I'm not the one like it was told to. Like, it was like fourth party that told her. So it wasn't like the person directly told her, so she didn't feel comfortable repeating it. So, but yeah.
Yeah, let's go to the comments before we go to the Shannon segment.
Okay. This reunion, Nicole really was showing picked me. GC says, you want to start doing the comments, babe?
GC says, I work with 98% men, and they gossip more than any group of women. And GC, this is not a feeling, this is a fact. That's real talk. Gossip isn't really pertaining to women and men, but let's say stand-up men with integrity, men with focus, don't sit around and gossip about other men. And I classify myself in that, because I worked in a 98, 99% male dominant work area, and it does happen. Absolutely.
Wow.
Oh, Monique says, sorry, Sabrina, but that's what I've been saying about bringing you have truth now. Nobody wanted to say that in the chat. I'm going to say it. She's going to say what she's going to say. She's going to say, Monique, say what you're going to say. You saying the people are bringing half truths, and you want to bring the whole truth and nothing but the truth. So help you God. Next comment. Brick says, I got the impression that Nicole valued clarity over communication verbatim. I wanted to hear either I like you and I want to be with you, or I don't want to be with you. It needed to be spelt out. Nothing wrong with that. Okay. F that Nart says he openly admitted to the mechanics. It's a medical condition that he confided to Shannon, and she told others.
Yikes!
Oh, this is getting deep out there. I don't know nothing about none of that, and that's crazy. That's getting off the radar. Telephone. Yeah, the game's called Telephone.
Yikes.
Okay, Mona says, I agree, Jada. Vince is for the streets, and he loves it there. That's why he made that contract with Donna. Hey, I do choose you if you allow me to get to know you in the process, and we'll wait and see about your baby and getting married and all of that. We'll see.
Yikes.
Certified says, calling a B word in context or out of context is wrong. I agree. That's what I said. It shouldn't have been chosen, but in real life, people, it is like, say, a different meaning or whatever the case may be. I agree. Everybody's different. You can understand it. Red Girl says it's out of context, but Vince seems disrespectful. Absolutely. Vince seems about Vince and his way or the highway. And this is no way to enter a situation where you're looking for love.
Yep.
Brick says, I think what Vince says is a classic example of how you can say something that proves to be true, but people misconstrue or insinuate it for it to come off the wrong way. Sure, when you kind of passing it along and it gets into certain people's hands, like, I ain't like that tall, ugly B and all that. Like, whoa, ain't nobody said all that.
Exactly.
Hey, I ain't say that.
And he ain't say none of that.
Yeah.
You know? So yeah, that was messed up. That's why they say leave the stuff in the dang on lounge. But I'm gonna tell you, none of it gets left in the lounge.
Yep. Certified says Nicole has no value. Well, I hope she finds some in herself. Yep. See yourself as the prize.
Jesus.
All right, so we're gonna go to Shannon. Shannon gets a segment, and they mentioned that Shannon has like this quirky side about her, and I didn't really know what they was talking about until I saw in the, I guess, behind the scenes that like her and Devon were like into Harry Potter and everything. I'm like, oh, okay, that's what they mean about that. And we even got to see like a little clip where Darius was looking in her eyes and like, look at your eyes, tell everything. And what she said, what does that tell? It tells the truth, you know. And they really got into the segment where Shannon at the retreat house, she questioned Darius about like when he told her, I'm dating I dated someone for a long time, for 11 years, and she was in adult entertainment. And you could see Shannon's face like, what is going on? Like she wants to know, like, what does that mean? Yeah, and rightfully so, because adult entertainment can mean a whole lot of things. He's like, yeah, a stripper. And she pretty much just was saying like, hey, I don't know if I fit what you want. You might want me to get off work and get on the pole and do splits and all that. I mean, I'm not that girl. I'm a registered nurse. I help people. I save lives. That might not be me.
Them nurses be the ones.
I'm telling you, right. That's the thing. People, that's a great, it's a misconception. Absolutely. What you think is ain't always is.
Yeah, them nurses, they be the ones in the hotel lobbies in real life.
So, yeah. Well, she's saying she's
not saying her, so I'm sorry, guys.
She's saying she's the good nurse. So, in all, they pretty much, I don't know. I'm gonna say this how I thought it. They kind of prompted Shannon to like apologize because Darius said he felt judged by it. I did feel judged about it. I thought it was like very reasonable questions because if you're looking, we're getting together. I want to be able to fit your lifestyle or what you see as your woman, as your wife. So that made sense to me. I didn't think she should apologize. Nope. What did you think about that scene?
Absolutely not. Like the whole scene. Did you talk about Steven too?
I don't know if we got there yet.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't really have much to say.
Okay, you ain't got to understand that. Okay, so so much so when we get into the segment with Shannon, she has a special guest coming, and who's that special guest? It's Mercedes. Mercedes is a Ready to Love alumnus from Miami, and I mean they bring her out. And it's almost coming like she's the expert. Now, I've watched a couple of reviews on people, and some people welcome that, and some people didn't. I'm one of those people who didn't welcome it because at this point, I felt like they made Mercedes a relationships expert when she didn't even get picked, or she didn't pick nobody and move off successfully Ready to Love. It was just more like she was breaking down the guys. This one, who's that? Steven? Oh, he wasn't her person. This one, Mr. Furman, that's insulting to me, but that's just me. I don't have no fur on, but just referring to me as that. The Furman, he knows what he wants, but he doesn't know how to execute it. And Darius' face was like, what the hell? And then she goes to Devon. This one looked him right in his eye and said, well, he wants someone to like him more than he likes him. He needs that validation. He's probably been hurt when he grew up and someone stole a skateboard and his bike. Like Devon, like, you talking about me? With all that, she assessing everybody, breaking everybody down, and I thought it was like too much. We could have got some more information other than somebody who's not on the show assessing all these men. So I didn't really care for it. I'm one of those people. How did you care for Mercedes?
I felt like that they absolutely didn't need her to come on the show because I'm like, if they're gonna bring her on the show, yeah, she was an alum, but in real life, like, regardless if she got picked or if she didn't get picked, like, we just didn't need her there for her assessment. Like, we saw the whole thing. And she said it, how she felt towards the, end of the day anyway. So I thought it was cute that, she did come back, but for the whole reunion and her getting dressed for the gown and everything, I just was like, yeah, it was not needed. My thoughts on that was, when she was like, subpar, like he was cute. He was okay. I just feel like, what if a guy was brought on the show that was on the show before? And he was like, the women, they were mediocre, like she was all right. Like she wasn't giving what she needed to give. She wasn't this. And she would like, what if it was a dude that did that?
That's a great point that you brought up, because just like we
Like,
just left the Devon segment, the same way where who was it? Ashanti coming on this set and say, "Who? Look at that seat. That seat cushion is so dented. Look at that. Who was that? Was Devon sitting there with this big bubble butt? You can sit a drink on it." I said, "What
had
if a
a
man
dude
said that?" Oh, it would have been
exactly.
this whole live would have been about it.
Honey.
And you know, I'm not a person for double standards. There are double standards that exist in this world, and guess what? I hate every last one of them. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. I hated that.
Yeah. So I just thought that was just like not cool. You know what I mean? I feel like that for the most part they took it well. You know, before Devon was like, "You talking to me?"
I liked it. He was like, you can't you can't even, you don't even know me. How do you know about what I've lost and what I didn't get and all of that? Are you psychic?
Yeah.
But I think Darius kind of handled it. He said, like, I gotta say something.
Yeah.
And he was saying it wasn't pretty much that I wasn't choosing or not choosing Shannon. It's just the fact that I wasn't getting some things that she was giving to others. So I didn't feel like she was my strongest connection. Right. So I couldn't pick her or rank her as number one or number two. And then Mercedes just went all in. Tom said, well, I mean, like after what all she's put up with, she's taken baby daddies and all the issues y'all got going on. Y'all could have given her that grace. I'm like, what?
Yeah. But then also too, they were saying, you know, she said that, you know, or one of them said something about like they didn't rank them or rank her, but in real life, that's what Mercedes says. But in real life, they did. They were like, you know, she's my top 4, 66%. She's my top 2. So they did do that. So when Mercedes was like, they didn't do that, and I was like, am I tripping? I'm like, they absolutely did that. So, you know, it was cool, to each his own, whatever. I just felt like that her assessment just was not needed. Like, we saw it for ourselves. She spoke exactly what she thought at the end of the date when they all left. She told, you know, Shannon what she thought, but, you know, to have her come back on the reunion and tell it, I just was like, but I thought it was cute though. Like, kudos to her for being, you know, back on the show or whatever. And, you know, she was back on TV for a little bit again. So,
all right. She got 2 minutes of fame back. So before we go to Steve, let's get back in these comments, because I am YouTube's #1 commenter.
Okay, let me see. Where do we live? She didn't owe an apology. Yeah, I didn't feel like she owed an apology either. Like, but you know. Okay.
Certified says dating over 11 years, is that dating or wasting time? Who needs 11 years to know a person? Not even Matlock took that long to solve a mystery. Yes, 11 years is a lot to invest in your time. And at this time, you know, as Darius spoke, you know, I was a little different back then. When I was in my 20s, I owned a strip club. I was dating strippers. I'm 41 now. I don't own it. And, you know, he's in the guard now. And in between those 11 years, we don't even know the rest of the story, because Darius has what, 3 or 4 kids? I think.
Yes.
4.
Yeah.
He has 4 children. So yeah, that's quite a journey.
3 baby moms and 4 kids.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
To Go to Africa says, I hope people let that B word issue go. Many of us have intentionally offended people. He wasn't malicious and apologized. Lauren forgave him, as Christians are supposed to do. It is so petty.
Yeah.
I forgive him to go to Africa, because once I heard, I understood it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not saying that was the right choice, but I understood it, because I mean, shit, we cuss and say some stuff and go back. So yeah, I got it.
And you know what I also appreciated? I appreciated that Darius was the one that cleared it up, because, you know, him and Vince, it was like they was kind of bumping heads. You know what I mean? So for Darius to be like, no, like, let me tell y'all what really happened. You know what I'm saying? And kind of explain it. I did appreciate that Darius did that as well.
Certified said, Mercedes is the type of single girl giving marriage advice. Listen. Amen. Those who don't know, teach.
Listen.
Design says, has Nicole relocated yet? I don't know. She's in her healing journey. Mona says, Mercedes knows the real Shannon, not the TV version. She said Shannon's guys were not there.
But she said it at the end of the day. That's why I was like, we really didn't need her to come to the reunion to
reiterate the same thing.
Exactly. She had already said. That's the only thing that I was saying. Like, if she came on the reunion for something else, I'd have been like, oh, that was cute, you know. but like she didn't really give anything.
That's a reply.
Oh, okay.
Grace says Mercedes did not need to be there. She is not a success story from the show. Loved her on the season, but it's a no from me.
Mhm.
And I share the same thoughts.
Yeah, me too.
Couldn't have said it better, Grace.
Agreed.
To Go to Africa says, according to Devon, they edited out a lot of what Mercedes said. I couldn't imagine her saying any more. My goodness. F that narc says. And her dress was wrinkled. They could have read Mercedes easily. They gave her the grace that they should have gave Shannon.
Mhm.
Brick says, which was what made me confused with why everybody had a problem with how Vince communicated. That be. Brick says, but hey, tit for tat and butter for fish. Tomato tomorrow.
Potato.
Okay, yeah. Everybody got to each his own. Just a few thumbs up. Just a few thumbs. We got 146 people. Don't make me act like Nicole and beg every last one of y'all for one thumb. Y'all are watching us. Y'all are supporting us. What's so hard to put thumbs up? And it's not that I need it. We just need it for the algorithm. We need the algorithm. That's what because we trying to get this thing. We doing this thing to get in the groove. Please and thank you. Certified says 3 baby mamas, 4 kids. He's busy in those 11 years. Yikes. And he was leading the Bible study.
Yikes!
113. Please hit the like button.
Okay.
Yeah, the man said he's religious. That's how Ashley aligned with him. The man said he is in the God. He's in the God. He's in the pastoring. He's no longer dating strippers. He's pastoring them. Steve? And all that. So yeah, we next with Steve. We're next. That's the next segment. So we ain't got no more comments. So we can go ahead to Mr. Steve segment, the glasses man. And as far as Steve, he did have. I didn't even notice that, but he did have. Actually, I would say he had what Devon thought he had. He had a lot of connections. He was connected with Lauren, Ashante, Shannon, and who's the other person? Oh, he's with Donna. And I couldn't.
No, Donna was with him.
Okay, yeah, I couldn't say they were solidified, but what I saw, I don't know if it was a good conversation or it was connection, but what I saw, they got along well. It seemed like something could be there with all. I could see him with all 4 of them. That was just what I saw. So it kind of felt a little unfortunate when I saw that. I was like, was Steve's ex right? Is he really emotionally unavailable?
Yeah.
Because he got 4 women who seem. Now I'm just on the outside looking at the TV. I'm just looking. I'm like, he couldn't have made one of those work.
Because he didn't want any of them to work.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense then. Because at this point, Lauren had a great, let's say a great point where like me and Steve were talking on the phone 2 and 3 hours a day. I'm talking about deep, good, heart-wrenching and connection conversations. But when we get out, he ain't claiming nothing. He not intentional. I think that's the worst because who has 2 and 3 hours to waste? And then when you get out, you act like you don't know me or I'm your homie. Yeah, I can't really vibe with that.
Because I don't think he liked anybody. But can I say this, y'all? And you know what? He look like Arthur?
Who's Arthur?
Arthur.
You should bring him up. I'm about to say you should put him.
Oh my God, he looks like Arthur, guys. I promise. Did I take a screenshot? I don't think I took a screenshot.
Oh yeah, and it depends where people are in their children rearing and all of that if they know who Arthur is.
Oh
AARDVERK. So yeah, at this point, I just. Like I said, I thought it was unfortunate. It was a missed opportunity, but my wife put it plainly. He just simply didn't want to because it was there. He had, all the potential in the world to like somebody, and he was there for the taking, but it never seemed because I thought he had a great connection with Ashante when they were talking. It seemed like they were on the same vibe, connected, and even so much so, even with Donna when they sat down, it's like. Wow, he could really have something there. Like all the other, he said he wanted children. All the women said they wanted more children, maybe with the exception of Lauren. But everybody else was like, yeah, I want to have some children and get married. Aardvark.
Doesn't he look like Arthur? Because if y'all go back to
Aardvark.
the early episodes, he wore those circle glasses. I was like, God, he looked like someone I know. I was like, I've seen him before. I promise. If y'all go back and look at what his circle glasses, he looked just like him. And I even think that on the date with Ashante, he had on a shirt like that was like yellow. And I was like, oh my God. Okay, that's all.
So at the same time, Tommy pretty much went over all his connections and like, who did he feel like he missed out on? And he straight up said it was Shannon. And I could see the connection there. She got a succulent, even though she wasn't there. He just said that she's great, she's smart, she's deep, she cares about people, which are all great qualities. And Shannon actually gave, like, I'm gonna call it a tribute. Like, she thought the world of him. She felt like she was a little more vulnerable than she should because it wasn't being reciprocated, but she doesn't regret it. And, Tommy does this Tommy thing. I don't know if Tommy gets a bonus or something, but like, well, hey, since you said it like that, is there any way we can put this thing back together? Can we give it one more shot? And Shannon wasn't really feeling it. She was like, hey, I want you to be loud about me on the first time.
That part.
Like, you see me, you got this going on. I'm so beautiful. I'm such a great person. What's up with the first time? Why you can't see me then?
Exactly.
And I get that. But, at that point, I'm about to call him Arthur now.
Steve.
At this point, Steve was like, yeah, 1,000%. I would love to communicate with her. And Shannon actually seems open to do so. So I don't know if they're going to go off and ride off in the sunset. You think so? What y'all think? Anybody think that Shannon was really considering being with Steve again?
No.
I don't know. But
because if that was the case, she would have been like, yeah. She would have just answered like, yeah.
No, she's been hurt though. She was very vulnerable with him and very open.
Yeah.
So she just couldn't jump right into it.
But she wouldn't have responded by saying, well, I really would like it if the person would have showed interest the first go round, like when Tommy asked her. That's how she responded.
Okay.
So, she wasn't trying to sound butthurt and she wasn't trying to sound bitter and she wasn't trying to sound nasty. She was really trying to be polite in that in that instance. And that's what it was giving. It was giving like, I'm gonna let him know in real life indirectly, nigga, your time is gone. You lost the opportunity. You should have did it at first. You didn't. Sorry for you. Okay, because she's a great catch and he missed out.
But she ain't doing nothing. She just finished her midwife thing and she's still on her career. She got time to date. She said she ain't dating.
She like Dom. She don't kiss and tell.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, before we go to the next time, let's hit these comments.
Yes.
Let's hit the comments.
Yes.
My favorite part. I don't need to do the review. Let's do the comments.
You guys are those engagement emoji right by side and send those hearts up. How do you feel about Tommy? Okay, here we go. Oh, for nerds. Oh, here we go.
Okay, Lovey says, for a nurse, Shannon was dead wrong for disclosing his medical info, and Mercedes was dead wrong for disclosing at the reunion. I don't know this information. Would you be dead wrong, Lovey, by putting? I guess you're talking about Devon. Yeah,
what did Mercedes disclose about Devon at the reunion?
Oh, I don't know.
I was about to say, like, did we watch the wrong show?
We didn't see behind the scenes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if y'all got some information y'all willing to disclose, put in the chat. Yeah, maybe it can make a little more sense.
This season over with now, so this is it.
F that narc says, how do you feel about Tommy trying to get some of the couples to reconcile? No. Yeah, but I just said it. I was like, I don't think it feels like Tommy is trying to get a ready to love connection bonus. So, like, I mean, I know y'all broke up, but can we get it back one more time? One more try.
I just feel like at the end of the day, the show stopped airing when? What did y'all say? December? And then the reunion was filmed in March. My thing is you ain't know from when the day you got eliminated, November the 17th, when you got eliminated or when she got eliminated, you ain't know from that point to March, whenever the reunion was, that Tommy's trying to hook y'all back up. You ain't know from that time frame that maybe I really like Shannon. I really could see this 1,000% that we can make this work. You ain't know that? So it took you to go to the reunion for Tommy to throw it out there for you to be like, yeah, 1,000%. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I absolutely, you know what I'm saying, would love another chance with her. But you didn't know for 4 months that maybe, and I'm sure you had her phone number. Like, you could have texted her. You could have called her. So yeah, it's giving like you're trying to be nice again. Like you're trying to save face. And what you're doing is messed up. Okay. Don't do that. Don't pacify me. Don't talk to me like that. Don't act like you like me and all that. That's why I'm glad she was like, yeah, I kind of wish she would have been like, no, there isn't a chance. That's what I really wish she would have done. But.
So that's why I can appreciate like how, let's say, go back to how Ed approached the thing with Nicole. He was like, at this point, he didn't want to say it, but he was like, no, we're better as friends. We don't have emotional kind of attachment. There's no romantic thing going on. I don't want to do anything with her romantically. And I definitely put a shout out to Ed for handling that way. Because unlike Vince, he didn't exploit the situation. Because Nicole could have been anything Ed wanted. You could see it. Auntie Eva says, you guys can tap those engagement emojis on the right side too. Send those hearts up. Push them that engagement. So you're pushing a heart up. Push it up. Thank you, Auntie Eva.
Thanks, Auntie.
And also, guess what? I'm glad Auntie Eva said that. If you got some hypes left, hype us up. Hype us up. All right, that's just like a like. If your finger can't hit the like button, hit that hype button to push it out for somebody else to be blessed with the content. Let's do it. Brick says, Nicole ran up on that set like Harley Quinn, a bazooka clip full and ready to pray anyone that tried her. Oh, Nicole she wasn't ready to love. She was ready to expose.
Facts.
Mona says, Stephen X was correct. He was emotionally unavailable. I got that vibe too.
He want none of them.
I'm about to say he had to pick a 4 and he was connecting with all 4. What happened? He dropped the ball.
No, he showed just enough to have a woman feel like, oh, I think he might like me a little bit. He ain't. Let me tell you something. And let me tell you, it couldn't have been me. I'd have been like, he giving a barely bare minimum. Like, what? No, I know he don't like me. Like, stop. Like, what you doing? Stop playing in my face.
To go to Africa says, Stephen Devon seem to have a lot more in common than we know.
Yes, absolutely.
Shade in the City says he absolutely looks like Arthur. Aardvark.
I think everyone's like, yeah.
Definitely not Arthur the Aardvark. I say, hey, that's how the song started. Definitely does. Arthur and DJ. Not Arthur.
Oh, goodness.
Brick says Bello can dress, but Steven embodies style. I'm gonna go back to that. Brick, you brought that up. You know, I guess like art and beauty and anything else, everything is subjective. When Steven had those burgundy loafers on, I thought it was a no. I'm no fashionista. When I saw those burgundy loafers, it just fell apart. That's just my opinion. Shade in the City says he did a side-by-side on his page and he knows he looks like Arthur.
That is so funny.
Wow.
Yeah, that's not like a diss or anything. He does look like Arthur.
It's true. That means he know it too. I didn't know that. That was news to me, but he definitely looked like Arthur.
Yes.
V says he don't want Shannon. Oh, so it ain't real. He was like 1,000%. I want that.
No,
can I get your number again, even though I already got it? Can I re-get the number?
So what Steven did, if you don't know what gaslighting is, that's what gaslighting looks like. Okay.
Certified says, same pointy head. I say, hey, what a wonderful time today. I can't unhear that. He does. Mona says Steven is not ready for a relationship, just like Vince. JMF says, I don't know about Steven. I just think that he didn't belong on the show. If he was that hurt about his last relationship, he's emotionally unavailable. JMF, Steven, too little, too late. You missed out, buddy. Certified says Shannon ain't second to nobody. Hope not.
Nope.
It's a no. Nobody's seeing it for what I saw. I was like, they gonna do it.
No.
They gonna get together. They gonna rekindle. They gonna do what Tommy said.
Nope.
She shouldn't.
Absolutely.
Wouldn't advise it. Brick says, I think it's Steven's essence, his style and demeanor is quirky and geek-esque. He's also confident and comfortable about it, as he should.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he wears, like you say, like vintage clothing and, like, let's say secondhand, but it's like some stylish stuff that you can't get. You can appreciate that. To Go to Africa says a couple of cast members said that Shannon aggressively pursued him. And I wouldn't deny that because I saw at the retreat when he wasn't showing her attention, she
She
would
was right up
get
in
up
there,
under his
like,
get up in his
hey,
nook. He looking at his phone like a
hey.
little kid. She done slid up in his face. So
Mhm.
I don't think that's far fetched.
Yeah, absolutely. He don't like her. If he liked her, he would have been right there.
Shade in the City said he played in the lady face.
He was doing jump ropes and everything.
So he got me food. Everybody else said it's a no. Everybody said it's a no.
He got me food.
Yeah, I'm saying I'm the only one who thought it.
Oh yeah, you was food.
I was food. Mean Girl Poetry says Steven still didn't seem interested in Shannon or anyone. No. He said 1,000%. He wants that number again. Give me the number again, even though I got it. Certified said there's a doctor waiting for Shannon. She's a nurse. I'm sure she could find one. Brick says, am I the only one that was a little bothered that Uncle Tommy was trying to rematch people? Yes. I was like, Uncle Tommy, Mr. Gentleman, did you watch the show and see these guys? Exactly. I told you, I think he get a bonus or something. He got to put these couples together. Make this show successful. Brick says they're beyond red flags. They're red blankets. That's the first time I heard that. Shade in the City says Mercedes called him mechanical, but it was edited out. Okay, he's like a robot. You know, he does good on the interview. Okay, I don't know how to say that name. AI for Newbies official. Oh, you got to Mercedes discussed it, but it wasn't aired. Oh, okay. They should have showed that. Okay, certified. Shannon herself has a medical condition. Yikes. Uh-oh. JMF says Steven certainly did not belong on the show. If he was so broken up about his last relationship. I feel like I read that before. Lovey said, according to DeVar, Mercedes discloses info, but it was edited out. Wow, Mercedes did that? Oh my goodness, that was in poor taste. JMF says for Steven, it was a little too late. Shannon did not need any of these jokers. No. Rejection is your protection. Yeah. Quay says we didn't know his medical information until he put it out in the video about his P implant. Yes. Holy schmoly, that's Devon. Oh my goodness, he got an implant. Oh my goodness. Oh my Gucci. Oh my goodness. Oh my Gucci. Patricia says Tommy be on that. That's a good man, Savannah BS. Everybody a good man for Tommy. JMF says for a few years now, Tommy really hasn't gotten to the nitty gritty. I think Tommy also gives the guys too much of a pass. It's about time to shake things up in a new host. I've been saying the same thing for about 4-5 years, for real. I'm with you. We need somebody who can get in there, who can deep dive and maybe steer some people into the right direction and maybe get something going. Celia says they be full of zeal on camera, and once the camera stop rolling, they don't do Nathan, so they performative. Auntie Eva, PM plant would be more appropriate to go after. Mona Wilson says Ed said he did not want to play with anyone. I can respect Ed for that. GC says I thought they stopped filming in fall of 2024. They did. Oh no, they filmed the reunion in March though. They stopped filming the show. That's a response. Oh. GC can hype on a live. Oh, see how much I know. Come on, listen, be the first one to hype it up. okay, well, thank you for trying to hype it. Thanks, GC. Yeah, hit the thumbs. Okay. JMF, too many sucklings given out. Yep, even Shannon got one. Rest in peace. But Donna didn't. Yep. Is there any more? Right. They said Steven was painting all day, huh? Somebody, I think Laura said that. You keep going these like comment responses. Oh. Wait a minute. I think everybody all of it talking to. I love it. I love that they talking to each other. Auntie Eva said, and that's the truth for all of the guys. They would have let these ladies know if they were really interested. Yeah. All of them. That's a blanket statement. Shade in the City says, nah, it has something to do with his member being mechanical. I'll forward the video. Oh. Okay. Wow. Whoa. What? I don't know. They saying that somebody made a video explaining. Like, what does that mean? Wowzers. Certified said Shannon disclosure what happened to her. Notice she speaks and moves slowly. Yeah, I remember Shannon said something when she was in class and she like passed out and hit a wall while she was like giving some type of speech or dissertation. Quay says the whole show needs to be revamped. Agreed. Let's improve. Mona says, Sabrina, did you know Ricky was Ron's cousin? I don't know Ricky. That's for you. I don't know who Ricky is. Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike. All right. Grace says Tommy leaves a lot of unanswered questions. We need a female host to unpack these situationships. I can see that because I remember the lady. I don't remember her name, Tanika or something like that. I think she did a better job, and we definitely need a lot of follow-up questions.
Okay, we can go to the last scene, I guess.
We can go to the segment. Where we at? Are we at Darius?
And Ashley.
Yeah, Darius, when he had his segment, was pretty much Ashley focused because for the most part, other than that little unseen footage we have of him telling Shannon had truth in her eyes, it was just all about Ashley the whole time. So at this point, we find out, like, they've chosen each other. Everything, they showed the love story. Even Ashley got a little teared up and like, oh my goodness, I'm gonna be a wife. And this was so touching. But we find out 14 days later, they're no longer anymore. And why? What does Ashley say? Tommy says, yeah, he did a follow-up question. Ashley, it's a beautiful story. What's going on? Why aren't y'all together? She said, we were out on a wonderful date and his phone rang and it said Lauren. And I said, why don't you answer it? He said no. And she said he mentioned that I got to tell Lauren I picked you. And Lauren was in backstage like, what? No, oh no, ill, no, oh no, because it's apparent that Lauren and Darius have a working, friendly relationship even before the show. And I'm going to say Ashley felt insecure about that. And at that point, it was just like, it seemed like a narrative at that point where like, oh, I'm like, Lauren is in everybody's situation. What is going on? What's happening? But to bring it into context, it wasn't just that. Tommy's like, was that the only reason? She was like, no, he's way too friendly. And I get that kind of dynamic. Ashley is younger. Darius is in, I guess, entrepreneurship. And we heard from his alleged sister that when he gets with women, he likes to make them work. He likes to put them to work. So obviously he has a lot of business dealing with women. And I know Ashley would feel a way about that, but she got to understand what kind of man she's aligning herself with. But she said he had a great heart. He's a man of God and all that. But at the same time, this wasn't it. The man is way too friendly,
But she knew that at the meeting with her sister and brother, because the sister said, like you gonna be all right with his lifestyle, because girls be getting jealous and stuff, but in real life he be working, right? So this ain't new either, hence why she was crying at the bridge, because she knew in her heart she shouldn't have chose this dude, but she probably didn't want to make him look stupid, and that's why she because he chose her first. Right. So she probably was thinking to herself, because I'm sure people really go through that. Like in real life, I don't think Donna really wanted to claim Vince, but she did. Because I don't think she wanted to make herself look stupid. You know what I'm saying? So
it was better just to walk away.
Absolutely.
But the other aspect, which I could understand, but I guess she didn't understand, Ashley felt like Darius was more focused on the promotion of Ready to Love. Like once they got together, he was like, I'm gonna get the billboards, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. So I guess that would give an impression like, are we here to love or are you here to promote?
Well, then if that's the case, she should have never brought Lauren's name up about her calling his phone. Right. And then when Tommy said, or whoever was like, is that the reason that y'all not together? And she said, no, he just be everywhere. Then if that's the case, why are you talking about Lauren?
She wanted to push that narrative. Yeah, that's what it is. Like Lauren is the home wrecker. Right?
That's messed up. Because I see now, like she part of the mean girl clique too. And I didn't appreciate that. Like say it with your chest. Like keep it 100. Everybody wants to say it with your chest. Say it with your chest. Like don't be fishing. Don't try to make somebody look bad, because honestly, like we see right through that. Right. Like if that's the case, then that's the case. But that's not the case.
Right. Not even close.
The whole show, we ain't see Darius and Lauren have nothing.
Right.
Not even a little bit.
Yep. Just a conversation at the first mix. Other than that, we never even seen them together.
Yeah.
But they got a special handshake though. They got that going. They pals.
Yeah, I ain't appreciate that.
No, that wasn't the right
her trying to throw that narrative out there to try to make Lauren look a type of way when she clearly said, no, that's not the reason why we not talking. Lauren's not it. Like, what you bring her up for then?
Yeah, but you know what I didn't like? I didn't like what direction Darius took from there. he was like, well, I mean, you were saying like I'm too friendly or whatever, but he was like, well, Cardi contacted every woman after the show after he got put off, and Vince is hitting everything that's moving afterwards, and I that felt like what she did or something, like you trying to use a scapegoat, like, oh well, look at me, and like we found out Vince even offered
Ashley to go shopping.
Yeah, to take her shopping.
Yeah, so it's like, what you talking about? Like, everybody want to call the kettle black. Everybody want to point the finger. Everybody want to like air out everybody else's dirt, when in real life it looked like everybody on this show like got their own motives, got their own objective, got their own like reasons why they doing what they doing. Like, you can't be, no, it ain't work out because people just too excited. Like, yeah. So when Darius had mentioned that Vince took her shopping, and well, because he wanted to take me shopping, like what? So that could have been a great reason why Darius didn't want to deal with her. But would that have been wrong for him to have said that? Like, come on, man. Everybody was for everybody. Everybody was having a good time, and that's where it should have just ended. Everybody in their feelings and upset and screaming, hollering, crying, all in their feelings and stuff, when everybody is playing in everybody's face. Like, stop it.
Yeah, I think the situation could have been like squared away if, I don't know if what Ashley communicated that to him, but just the fact that say like, hey, you know what? I'm not here just for promotion. Of course, as you see, I'm an entrepreneur. I need to use this platform to push what I'm doing further, because this is a time when you strike when the kettle's hot. And also, I'm just friends with Lauren. It's not a thing where I'm dealing with her or anything like that, to say you have nothing to worry about. We've been friends long before you, but it's on a business level. And that's what he should have tried. Now, if that didn't work, what can you do? It's just like he just left it out there. Yeah, I think it's really about like what he's been hollering about, that Ashley doesn't communicate. He should have used his communication in that sense to reassure her, because they have a new relationship.
Absolutely.
And she don't know like what you really about.
Yeah.
So just let her know.
Instead of like, you gonna answer that like in real life, he should have been like, yeah, like that's just, like, yeah, let me answer it, or let me text her back real quick, or like you said, just reassured her like it's it's definitely nothing going on. Like, me and her, we just cool. But at the end of the day, he probably knew that she went shopping with Vince, because men be holding stuff in. He probably knew that she was still talking to this person and still doing that, and he probably was just like, like, whatever, I don't really owe you nothing, for real.
Well, I don't think she went shopping with him. I think he offered. I don't think she actually went. I don't think.
I think so, because why would she comment? Well, I mean,
Darius actually brought it up. He's like, yeah, Vince was in your DMs offering to take you shopping and all that, and you like responded. Yeah.
Yeah, she was making it seem like, yeah, like, well, he asked. So like, yeah, like, so I went. That's what I got from it. I don't know.
What y'all get from it? Yeah, get in there. Let's go to the comments. This is a good time to go to the comments before we ended with the Tommy segment. Yeah, let's go.
Will Laura's jealousy as in hanging first. I agree. Tommy needs to take a back seat at the reunion.
Auntie Eva, I agree. Tommy needs to take a back seat at that reunion. Tommy needs to be demoted. GC Chair says, I think they mean Ricky, the one that died this season, not Ron. Okay.
And Ron from yours, talking about that's Ron's cousin. Who was Ron from my season?
I don't know. It's season 4. I don't remember. Ron. I don't remember seasons from two seasons ago.
I was about to say, who was Ron from my season? I don't remember a Ron from my season.
Me either.
Jesus, guys.
Certified. Love to see Darius' closet and how he hangs those furs. He probably got a fur closet.
Yes, he do.
Shade in the City says, when you're damn near inconsolable making your decision, it shouldn't be surprising. 2 weeks later, it didn't work.
Yeah.
The spirit was telling her, don't do it. V. Smith says, Lauren is friendly AF and apparently was everybody's top. Celia says, women have too much access to that man. Certified says, is Ashley dressed really off the shoulder?
It was made like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's made to be off of the shoulder like that.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Renee says, aren't Darius and Lauren both in the nightlife? They actually are. And like the model fashion kind of situation.
Industry.
Yeah, something like that. Celia says, that Nikki woman really his ex-wife? I don't know about Nikki.
Well, who's ex-wife?
Maybe his I don't know. I ain't gonna say. I was about to say a name.
Probably Darius.
Yeah,
maybe
maybe.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
we don't know anything about that story,
Yep.
guys.
Certified said Darius put women to work, or the women allow themselves to be put to work. Is this slavery?
Oh my God.
That was funny. That was funny. To go to Africa says at that point it became clear that the mean girls had been ganging up on Lauren and tried to discredit her and blame her for the failed relationships.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it felt like a narrative push.
Yes.
I agree. Yeah, that's what I mentioned that.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it was Lauren. She called and our thing just blew up. We were having a great date. He just got me some flowers. And then when she called and he had a heart emoji on there and it was over. Brick says that lady said, I don't want to backslide. Oh, talking about Ashley in spiritual warfare. Quay says, yep, the mean girl crew. Shaking my head. Mona says, can Ashley really talk when she's on shopping sprees with Vince?
I think she went.
She thinks she got a shopping spree. Vince was paying like that. V. Smith says, Lauren and Bella are showing out on Kojo Live. JMF says, Ashley does have the mean girl and deflection vibes. That sounds like spiritual warfare. Well, she needs, I wonder, did she get her certificate in spiritual warfare? Did she complete the class or did she drop out? Because it seems like she got some more studying. Certified says, does Vince look like Grady from Sanford and Sons? Good God Almighty, sir.
Oh, he does. Yes, like that's how Grady looked in his younger days.
I don't know what Grady. I always knew Grady as old.
Yeah,
I never seen Grady young, so I can't tell you.
Yeah, like if Grady was young, he do look like he would look like Vince.
Not no Vince.
Okay. Yeah, Vince.
Vince?
Yes, Vince looked like Grady. Like that's Grady's son.
You know where I'm locked in. You know I'm locked in with Darius. But yes, if Grady was young, I've never seen Grady young. But yes, if you make him young, he got like hair like Grady and everything. It's just not great. Exactly, Sabrina. That's right. Renee says Vince looks like a broke Richard Pryor. Good God Almighty.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh.
Your stomach.
JMF says, call Joe. Make sure he read Bello at the end. Who is Joe?
Call Joe. Man, y'all have been
y'all got a lot of information.
Names.
Yeah, stuff
like
we don't even know about. Alicia says, seems like Lauren called the men the day of the picking. Like why? I think that's the issue the ladies have. Give them a day or a week to enjoy their match before you reach out to hang out as friends.
Yikes.
JMF Kojo, make sure he read Bello at the end of the live.
Yeah,
he
Kojo
always do.
Will.
He's famous for that. He gonna break you down at the end. He'll play good cop in the beginning.
Yep. And he'll sit there and let you just tell on yourself.
Tell me about your childhood.
Yeah.
How was your mom to you?
Yeah.
he must didn't know.
Yeah.
To go to Africa says Lauren said that Vince is very generous. Ashley is not credible because she acted like she didn't like Vince when she was with her girls. She had a relationship with Vince because she confided in him. That is true.
Yep.
She was on the phone with Vince telling him about Darius the whole time.
On his shoulder. Absolutely.
Darius shouldn't have chose Ashley.
Yeah.
Just off that.
Yeah. Like it's a lot of stuff I feel like that they didn't tell, but they should have told, and they trying to save face. I think it's a lot of like stuff going on.
GC says, I don't think she went. Do a poll. I like polls. That's what I'm talking about. Talking about if she went shopping or not. I'm asking y'all, what do y'all think? Do you think? We not saying you got proof. We ain't say you got the camera footage. Do y'all think that Vince took Ashley shopping? Did she take him up on the offer? I say no.
Or did she
My
not?
wife said she went. She said she saw him at the mall.
She was like, like he asked, like, why not?
Yeah.
Like,
so put it in the chat and do the poll. Let's see what's happening.
If you want a replay gang, put it down in the comment section and you tell us what you think. Did Ashley go shopping or no? Okay. I think she went. Ron from Houston season. Yeah, but y'all said Ron was from my season. I'm not from Houston. I'm from the DC season. So I'm confused. I don't know.
Maybe just saying from Ready from Love.
Oh, because I don't know like those people for real.
Brick says, I think this season debunks the saying men are visual. People are visual, period. When the lust of the eyes are at play, the sex of a person does not matter.
Nope.
Tina King says Ashley is a beautiful woman in her beautiful dress she wore. PC Serial Mom says, I remember Ron from that season. And after that season, he used to be on Ashley Aubrey's YouTube channel.
Yeah, y'all talking about Ron Freeman. See, I don't know nothing about Ron. We've never spoke. I wasn't reviewing the show. I wasn't even on Ready to Love then. Like, I don't know. I just know Ron because I seen when DC used to go to Houston and party with him. I seen him in some pictures, but I don't know anything about Ron. Like, nothing. And I seen him like in a couple of chats here and there. And I think he does do actually Aubrey's reviews.
I didn't read that.
Oh, sorry.
Rosie says, why would Vince offer to take Ashley shopping? They weren't even a connection.
From what we thought,
they were pillow talking. I'm gonna tell you that. I'm gonna
Listen.
say Ashley was spilling everything that was going on with her and Darius.
Because Darius ain't appreciated. You know?
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
Like, you over there telling him our business.
Right.
Yeah, that ain't cool.
You talk too much.
And you never shut up.
GMF said, GAMF.
That's a song.
They tried to make Lauren the scapegoat. Yep, y'all see it.
Yep, they tried to make her look bad.
Miss Tresbell Noir says, that Kojo lie was everything. I mean, Dom working at the mall threw me.
Oh.
That is something.
That is.
Auntie Eva said, he does look like a younger
version.
He do, and he act like him too. Goofy.
Oh.
F that narc says Vince was trying to get under Darius' skin by offering a shopping spree. I believe that they were at war. So. They were at war.
And guess what? It worked.
Tina King says Darius looked like on Family Matters look like. I don't know who on Family Matters look like. Let's see what they say. To go to Africa, say yes. She took that shot. Yes. That's 2 for yes. No, 1 for no. I like that. Yes. That's 3. 3 to 1. Hell no. 3 to 2. Oh, it's like traders. We have 3 for yes and 2 for no. The next one will be a tie.
And we have to break the tie, and then there will be an elimination.
Quay says, yep. Okay. 4 to 3. Think so? Nah. 5 to, I think, I don't know. I'm drunk. Okay, it looks like the yeses win. To go to Africa says she enjoyed receiving gift from Darius, so that's probably a love language. Yes.
It's like half and half.
Narc says no. Yeah, look like we kind of split.
Oh, I didn't know that they were cousins.
So I think that's it for
I think Vince is still getting around, honey.
Like Tupac, step up. PC Serial Mom says, I say no, because why would they say he offered instead of saying he took her? I like that. Paying attention to intentionality and words. Yes, he offered in the DM, but yeah, he didn't say take it. She's like, well, why not? I would. Like, yeah.
Like she would go, not that she did go.
There you go. I like that. I think you just blew the screen up. Absolutely. So pretty much this is the end of it. And Tommy is still trying to get his bonus situation going on, because right now in this picture he's representing Detroit, because that's the only thing that he was missing was the fur, because when Tommy, you see his fits, he like, give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up for me. Tommy's love language is words of affirmation to the highest power, and that's what's going on. So he wants to know like who's hanging out, who's doing what. Is Vince, are you rekindling with Nicole? Is like, I don't know about rekindling or anything, but I mean, we're saying, so is the fire still going? Well, you're saying words, and and Vince just get on my nerves personally, because he like to get, since y'all be catching all these little things we be throwing out, I'll be throwing out this. Vince character reminds me of Eddie Haskell from Leave It to Beaver. When you get in front of the parents, he's very respectful, like sir. He's sir. When you get away, he's a demon in real life. You're going, not saying, so really saying like, oh, he's evil, but just the fact that he be doing his thing. He's all respectful from Uncle Tommy, sir, no, not rekindle, but definitely me and Nicole got something going on. That's what Vince said. And we found out that Christina has been actually hanging out with Xavier. She said he invited us. I don't know if Christina has a child. I didn't know she did. Maybe she do. Maybe that's why she asked for cash apps. I don't know. That he invited them to a Halloween kind of situation at his job. It was beautiful. Maybe we will get invited again. And that's about all we have for everybody else's connection is like blown up and gone to pieces and smithereens. And We don't have nothing going out. But Tommy really pointed out how much style that the Detroit cast had. And in turn, looking back at the pictures, I'm like, yeah, people were stepping out, giving their best, doing their thing. Like, wow, they were doing that. And I guess where someone fell short, it had to be what Ashley said. Vince showed up to the brunch in a Letterman's jacket, and it wasn't given. He looked out of place, looked like he snuck into the Ready to Love brunch. And he came in with what? Like everybody was sparkly and glittery and leather and furs, and he coming in with a Ralph Lauren Letterman jacket from the outlet store. It did fall short. He looked like he wasn't quite in place. And I got that. And I guess in Detroit, like I said, you born with the fur. It's important that you come in represent when you show up in the what up those. So that was pretty much the end of the reunion. And they did the little Detroit hustle and slide and all of that. And everybody got to dancing and all that. And I did like that they did recognize that the cast member Richie did pass away. He had passed away in a motorcycle accident. So that was it for Ready to Love season 11.
Yep. So Mona, to let you know, from my understanding, they're going to be going to Chicago.
Chi-Town. Alicia says apparently Vince gets a pass because he's tall and goofy.
Who gave him the
pass? Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna get what you're saying, Alicia, because they kind of let him slide. People are calling him out kind of like at the end. But yes, he's like a dog in heat from what was going on. It's like he on attack on everybody. JMF says, does anyone think that Donna still went back to Vince after all that went down? I don't think so. I'm not. At first, she seemed open to it, but like she definitely didn't know about Nicole. Nobody knew about Nicole but Nicole. That was his little deep dark secret. And that's exposed. So I don't personally think I can't put it past her. But yeah, who knows? No. Brick says something about this season was just flat and anticlimactic, especially the reunion. You think so, Brick? I think this was the best reunion ever in Ready to Love history. It was like, oh my God, and that was the climax. I mean, the second part wasn't as good as the first part, but it was a great reunion to me.
It was a few good reunions, like the one with Reva and Mario and Tondi. That was a good reunion because you didn't really see that coming.
Yeah, but that was like only one segment. We didn't have any extra stuff.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
F that Narc says. They showed an unseen clip where they are honored Ashante. But of course, they didn't show that for the reunion.
Oh, wow.
What did she get honored for? Certified said DC had a lot of historical site. It's informative. I've never been to DC, never thought about it, but now I will. Aretha Franklin Museum, I'm in it.
And I'm mad that they only took the guys to go see Aretha Franklin's house and they didn't take the women.
Yeah, listen, I wanted to go to the house. So yeah, I did it.
Facts, me too.
PC Serial Mom says, when I was watching review, when I was watching review and they said Vince is a Sagittarius, it all made sense to me then. They are free spirits, they're in the wind, they don't like to be tied down, etc. All the ones that I know are fun and free. He's definitely free. To Go to Africa says many people perceive cast members differently because Vince, Lauren, Christina, and Cardi have podcasts. They interviewed cast members throughout the season, and we learned a lot about them off camera. Yeah, with that, my personal opinion, I'm not into that. We can do that at the end. I think it's distracting. It's kind of like spinning narratives. Let's wait to the end, my opinion. Mona says, Vince said he was moving on with Nicole. Yes, he was. That's his lady. Certified said, no, Donna did the math, and the math added up. So Donna disappeared because she's a mathematician. I get it. Yeah. JMF says Vince was definitely performing the dark arts. Him and Bello going into that dark room with strangers.
Good night, Mona.
PCS Serial Mom says part one of the reunion was really good. It was. Alicia says, I think it was the best as well. We could have had 3 parts. Me too.
Agreed.
Or we could remove the Mercedes segment, or we could remove the game they was playing and really get to the meat because I think there were a lot left.
Yay.
Mona, Mona Wilson says super sticker 199. We just got honored by Mona Wilson.
Thanks, Mona.
Thank you. We didn't ask, but just like Dominique, we didn't ask you for this, but we thank you for it. We didn't ask you to pay no bills, but you paid one. So thank you. Thank you so much. We appreciate you.
Yes, we do.
PCS Serial Mom says Rose from Philly made the reunion. Yes, Rose was something that made me think. I'm glad we always talk about who looks like who. Rose reminded me of Good Times, Thelma, but
Thelma
my wife
looked like
don't think
Portia
so.
Williams.
Oh, there's both of them then.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them.
Yeah.
GC, thanks, guys. It was fun to go to Africa. Thanks, Sabrina and J-Dub and chat. It's been a pleasure hanging out with y'all all season. I'm looking forward to joining next season.
Yes. And go over to Sabrina and J-Dub. The link is down in the description box below. That's where we're going to be doing all of our other reviews for different shows. So just to let you know, like, this is the last time we'll be here on Ready to Love, but we will be over there. All right. So make sure y'all
Alicia, the super sticker, $5. Again, we're dumb. I didn't ask you for nothing, but thank you anyway. We didn't ask you, but thank you anyway. We appreciate the love. You know, you gotta make it. We appreciate that so much, for real.
Yeah, we do. This is how we are in real life, guys. Like, all Karen, we are crazy. We nuts.
Brick says, when I say flat and anticlimactic, I meant nobody really seemed ready to love. That was ready to not accept, throw blame, deflect, play, absolve things of accountability. Okay, I got what you're saying, because nobody really got together. It was all for nothing. I get that. Mm-hmm. Yep, that makes sense.
Absolutely.
Alicia says, y'all are so cute. Thanks for interacting with the chat. We love it. Thank you. It's our pleasure.
Virtual hugs.
Thank you.
Virtual hugs.
Quay says, great review, you two. I already subbed to the new channel. Have a great evening. Yeah, thank you so much, Quay. We appreciate that.
Thank you.
F that narc says, how well she carried herself throughout the process. I'm not sure who, but I can Lauren, maybe? Not Nicole. No, I'm assuming. I'm not.
Yeah, we definitely ain't talking about Rose. Because Rose, honey, shush. She went out with a bang, child. I was like, is that the same girl?
Right.
What in the world?
Right.
Go ahead.
F that narc says, this is my first time ever watching this show. Thank you for this experience.
Yes. So much love. This was so much fun with you guys, because in real life, this is it, y'all. This is the last episode of this season. We literally will not see you guys anymore for Ready to Love until the next season. And I know it's going to be in Chicago. I have no idea when it's going to air, but definitely make sure you subscribe to Sabrina and J-Dub. If you have enjoyed this live, please make sure you put a thumbs up on this video as you leave out of the video. We would so greatly appreciate it. It would definitely help us be put in the algorithm so you can see more of us, okay? Instead of being like, I subscribed, but I did not get a notification. And yeah. And make sure you subscribe to this channel. I have some amazing content. I just did a video about my hysterectomy journey and my menopause journey, and that was so insightful. So much information that was given between myself and the ladies that was in the chat with me as well. So cooking recipes, lifestyle, my bags in the background, like you guys know that I have Soul Envy, Soul Envy Closet, Soul Envy Beauty, Soul Envy Hair. A whole bunch of stuff is coming. It's going to be so exciting, and I'm so excited. Yes, and thank you so much for the super stickers tonight. It means so much. It means so much to me that you guys were here with us tonight, especially with the Super Bowl going on. But other than that, do you have any last words, babe?
Sharp.
Oh, I guess that's it. Have a great night to go to Africa. Have a great night. Thank you so much, my auntie, for moderating. Please let us know what you're creating, what you are wearing. Please let us know what you're creating. I think you're talking about like in the future, right? Chicago absolutely should be interesting. You have other shows you'll be reviewing on the joint channel, Sabrina and J-Dub. Yes, we're going to be doing other reviews for Love is Blind, Married at First Sight, Love and Marriage Huntsville, Trey Ties. We're going to be doing that. So, yeah, other than that, we're going to say goodbye. Oh, I'm going to miss you guys. We had so much fun this season. Oh, my God. All right, guys. Love you.
Good night.
Good night. Bye. Oh, I'm sad, babe.